Hello, everybody, and welcome to our modest guild. The actual stream this time. So, who wants to know what happened last time on our modest guild?
A dragon, a young dragon that was actually a squirrel. Session.
There's more stuff than that.
Spark notes.
So, let's see. We told the constable that we're totally fine with the ogre. We talked about D&D Clue. That was fun. And also, just because I'm paranoid, everybody in chat, are we loud enough? Are we good?
It sounds okay. I'm gonna for a little bit, but I like.
Okay.
Yeah. Not seeing anything just yet. Okay, we also ran into an old woman named Yenora. She was a accomplished wizard under the tutelage of Hippolytus. Was that it? Hippolytus.
Yep.
And she basically showed off some of her wizardry, saying that she came from Basemount, and after showing us some of her talents, Caffriel decided to show Yenora Melody as well as Melody's dad's spellbook. Yenora was really wanting to copy the Sculpt Features spell, and we got kind of suspicious at that moment. And, well, by the end of that conversation, I believe more than one person was suspicious.
Grandpa got suspicious of Yenora and her interest that he had in the spell, and also because we just don't trust complete strangers, I guess.
We? I think you mean everyone but Caffriel.
Okay, I don't know.
Anyways, later that day, like maybe a couple hours afterwards. Yeah, not even that actually. Caffriel and Mihi decided to. Well, Caffriel wanted to get Yenora that spell, and convinced Melody to allow her to copy the spell down so that Yenora could write it in her spell book and then cast it on Mihi to get rid of her burn scars. But before all of that could happen, we heard a sound from outside. Cal and Grandpa, who were, I believe you guys were heading towards the. Oh yeah, you were getting Grandpa's coat.
It had to be tailored to fit his turtle frame.
Coming back from that, they saw a young white dragon descend onto the outskirts of the town. Inside of the pig pen, we heard the roar of the dragon and all rushed out. But Livius paused for a moment to go to Melody and tell her to hide the book because suspicious. And then a battle ensued, and what a battle that was! Multiple chances of all of us dying. and some really, really dumb luck on both sides caused the fight to go on for quite a while, but eventually we won. And
I mean, if it wasn't for your ogre, it would have ended a lot worse.
The ogre helped. The really nice heat metal on the bolt that got stuck in it. I think Mihi had a couple natural 20s to hit it. Capriel had a natural 20, but rolled ones on both her damage dice on her crossbow.
But that was the crossbow bolt that got stuck in his jaw.
That got stuck in his jaw.
I helped.
Cal healed things.
and
I almost fallen puppeted it. So
Almost
close.
fought. Yeah, almost.
That would have been rad.
That would
He
be
went
so
down
dope.
twice. He went down twice.
I got turned into a sheep.
Yeah, some unfortunate wild
You,
became
Livius.
But,
We left off with Capriel. Like, you landed on me, he dumped lay on hands into her. Capriel had like 3 HP left and said, age before beauty, because you said that to her earlier in the session, collapsed, and then the ancient dragon came out of the thing.
Out of the pig pen. Yeah.
Flew off.
And said thanks to us, and then flew off.
Because that's not suspicious at all. Everything's awesome.
I swear to God, guys, we're actually heroes.
No, we're not. We're only sometimes heroic.
We should call our guild Dragon's Melody.
We'll have to see what happens.
Ooh, that's a good name.
I know.
I was leaning towards occasionally heroic industries. LLC.
Are you not just gonna name us guild?
That's the secret. Occasionally heroic industries is guild in Draconic.
Alright, so as the dragon takes off into the air, heading south.
Oh, one other thing we didn't cover. The young dragon that we ended up killing turned into a squirrel. It was a polymorph the entire time.
I said that.
I didn't hear you.
I killed a dragon. That was actually a squirrel.
Oh, okay.
That was the TLDR he opened with, and it was like
Spark TM.
Spark Notes TM.
Cal's gonna take off. He's gonna like move away from me and take off towards the pig pen, like sprinting.
All right, so you start taking off towards your boots making footprints in the snow. Hearing like all you hear around you is the crunch as you rush towards the pig pen tavern. Do you go through the hole or through the front door?
The hole in the wall.
Okay. I'm assuming everyone else is following as well.
Mickey's laying in the snow. I'm at 3 hit points. Got nothing. Just laying in the snow.
But Capriel's gonna use her scythe to like force herself back up, and then she's going to like very with a lot of effort trudge forward and grab Mihi by her like little cloak thingy, and just like start dragging her.
That's fine. Wasn't her head in Cal's lap? Did he just like drop her and then run?
Sounds like it. Alefius is going to cast Acid Splash on the squirrel corpse and then start heading towards the hole. He's being thorough. Maybe the squirrel is actually an illusion.
As the acid starts burning away through the squirrel corpses, the flesh melts off, goes to the bone, it goes white, and then the bone starts to melt as well. As you rush to the where the hole is, it's a pretty decent sized hole, but you from what you could tell, the dragon started growing mostly after it had left the Pigpen Tavern. so it's not like the whole tavern's destroyed. You rush up to the hole and you see in debris, you see Melody lying there on the ground. Her eyes are closed.
I'll rush up and put the last point of lay on hands I have into her, and I'll start moving debris off of her.
All right, as you lean down, you put your hand on top of her, and you watch as the holy energy goes from your arm into your hand and into her body. It soaks in, and then as she is coughing, her eyes kind of flicker open. What's she starts screaming as she goes to grab her arm, and you look over, kind of like the situation starting to kind of like expand. Not focusing on actions, you start looking and you watch as one of the bone is outside of her like arm. Her arm is broken.
But she's covered in debris.
Yeah. Well, you're taking it off of her, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll just keep
taking
the debris off.
I mean, that slash that took Mihi down the second time, she has like 3 big like claw marks in her like lower right hand side, kind of just above the waist.
Can I roll a investigation to try to assess more of the situation around us rather than just around Melody?
Yeah, sure.
Like, see if there's anyone else in danger or anything of the sort.
Yeah, sure.
Wasn't it a bite that did like that entire chunk of damage to me?
Mm-hmm.
That would be a 13.
I'm pretty sure it was, yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Secrets.
I asked what color tiefling blood was.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I haven't thought of it. Dealer's choice. So 13. Yeah. So you kind of look around and you kind of see that looks like most of the damage is in the room that that Melody was in. As you leave the room, kind of look around, and it doesn't look like there's a lot of damage, though. It does look like the door has been like burst through.
Okay. So like her room was specifically attacked.
Her room is destroyed. Like everything is like it looks like everything gets ripped apart.
Okay.
I realize my medicine check is tied to my charisma bonus in game.
It is?
Yeah, I was like looking to see like.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah, I know it. I know it shouldn't be. I think it's wisdom.
Should be. Yeah.
That's weird.
But yeah, the stat that's tied to it was.
Interesting.
That's weird. All right, it's been fixed.
You can click on it and change it.
Yeah, I saw.
You may have just accidentally clicked it.
I might have done that. Yeah.
Well, if no one else seems to be hurt, and if someone's already taking care of Melody,
from the ground is just gonna say, "She took the book, didn't she?"
Olivia's gonna keep searching to see if she indeed took the book.
After search around for a while, you can't find the book. The book is gone.
Yes, we were played. In that case, poo-poo. How is Cal doing for attending to Melody's wounds and the compound fracture?
I haven't checked.
Yeah, I was about to say, could you roll me a medicine check to see if you can try to help mitigate?
I don't really want to.
Then what are you gonna do then?
I was gonna take her to the temple that I walked by a couple of times.
So I have a question. Where is Grandpa during this?
Probably like with you guys.
Okay.
I would
Um,
normally ask Grandpa, but
He said he was out of spells.
yeah, he's out of spells. But I know his medicine check's better than mine. But yeah, I'm gonna pick her up and carry her to the temple.
Alrighty then.
Wait, what's your medicine check?
It's a 2 or a 3. Pretty sure
Mine-
2.
I
Mine's
have a
3.
+3.
Mine's 3 as well.
You guys can take a look at her if you want to.
Is anyone trained in medicine?
I'm not.
Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Is he allowed to assist or no?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Then
I'll let
I'll
Catherine.
yeah, I'll try and help her. That is only a 9.
I don't think it included your bonuses.
Oh, it did
Didn't.
not. So that is a
12?
that's a 12, yeah.
Alright. As Cal kind of picks her up and starts carrying her off to the temple, you rush over to what looks like the bed that's been ripped apart entirely. You take and you rip off some of the sheets and you go over to try to bandage it up a little bit, not trying to move the bone too much, but trying to steady it so that way it doesn't move around as much to do more damage to her muscle.
Cool.
If too much time hasn't passed yet, Alephius is gonna want to go outside and try to judge the direction that the dragon headed off in, if that's at all possible.
He told us.
Went south.
Said it was heading south.
Is that in the direction of base mount?
There is a wizard tower that was mentioned to us a couple of sessions ago.
It was mentioned that it was in basement.
Oh,
There's one at least.
in basement? I thought it was like a.
Aye.
It was
Huh?
just outside of base mount, wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, do we think the dragon is in the wizard's tower? Because that would be rad and terrifying if that is the case.
Basement is south of here, so
Well,
Okay.
we have to head that direction anyway.
I don't think we're going anywhere today.
Yeah, we should probably take a long rest.
Please.
It's like noon, by
How
the
many
way.
how many gold statues do we have left? I mean, I don't want to cause inflation in this town, but also I want to repair the damages
no, that's fair. I'm just
for
trying
the
to.
inn.
It would be in Grandpa's, I would imagine.
It would be.
He's
I think
literally
you
just
gave us a specific
just-
number. It was just the bag of holding is full of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
like 500 cubic feet or something. If I
I think I said there were 6 or 7 gold statues in there. Well, now
Those are
there'll be one less.
huge.
yeah, those are. You said they were busts.
Well, I mean, gold is also heavy, so
Yeah, but it's cubic meters, not weight.
Yeah, it's based on size.
it's 500 pounds.
Oh, okay.
It's the cubic size or 500 pounds.
Okay, so
Is the innkeeper around? Like, is anybody else in the inn, or is it just us?
I mean, most people are kind of hiding at the moment
That's fair.
because they were told to evacuate or hide as a dragon was attacking.
So nobody saw how badass we were?
I mean, they might have been looking out the windows. You don't know. Everyone's kind of
Nobody has come to say, oh my god, thank you yet, so I'm gonna assume no.
not yet.
Okay, well, in that case, break off a piece of the gold statue, leave it on the...
You're gonna break off a piece of the gold
I'll-
statue.
we could just leave them a couple plat or something.
That's true. Like,
That
2
would be
plat
more
will
concentrated.
probably, solve everything in this entire town.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in retrospect, it didn't really do that much. It tore a hole in one roof and destroyed part of the inn. Like,
Yeah.
Really contained the damage.
Yeah.
We contained the damage to ourselves and our bodily persons.
Also, gotta keep in mind, a platinum's like basically $1,000. So
Yeah, and construction work is really expensive. Have you ever tried to get something renovated?
I was
let me know
just
when I
letting you
get
know.
to the temple. By the
Alright,
way,
so
I
yeah,
was
so
still
you start.
thinking.
Yeah, it wouldn't take you too long to get to the temple. It's like what, maybe a block and a half away.
Is it still snowing as bad?
No, you can see the snow is starting to die down quite a bit.
That pretty much confirms that it was the dragon.
So you get over to the temple, Cal,
Mhm.
and you start knocking on the door.
I'm only opening the door. I'm not knocking. Are you
Oh,
kidding
you're not
me?
knocking.
No, I just go in.
All right.
Full on Aragorn, like, throw open the gates.
Gondor needs aid.
Her name isn't Gondor.
It is now. That was actually her middle name.
So you bust open the doors, and you watch as like an elderly priest and an old nun are kind of like cowering behind what looks like to be some sort of some sort of like altar.
Wait, did you say a Knoll nun?
Uh, an old nun.
Oh, darn.
Um, I have a young woman in need of aid, and there might be some more outside. Can you, can you help us? Can you provide medical attention?
The old priest goes like, what? Yeah, yes, like what's going on? Is the dragon gone?
The dragon's, the dragon's been taken care of.
Oh, oh, thank goodness. Thank you. Yes, bring her over.
Okay. Was he gesturing somewhere? Like,
Bring
just
her over to the altar.
I'll bring her over to the altar, still holding her.
Melody is like kind of like crying in pain right now, like she's sobbing. So how much
Not
pain
a whole
she's
lot
in.
I can do for you.
I
Sorry.
know. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Just setting the atmosphere.
I feel bad, but
So yeah, you
yeah.
bring her over and you place her gently down on the altar. Um, as Melody keeps gripping at her arm.
You two take care of her. I'm going to find more wounded, and we'll bring them here.
Right. Yes. Of course.
If you see Constable Jordan, let him know that if he comes here, and I'll head off to the house that the dragon like tore into at the start of that fight.
The one that it was on top of?
The one that was on top, yeah.
Um. So yeah, as you leave the temple, actually you run into to Constable Jordan. He looks like he was on his way over here himself.
Uh, the dragon's been taken care of, Constable Jordan.
That's good. Where is it? Did it flee?
The bigger one fled.
Bigger
Uh,
one.
Yeah. Well, it ran. I wouldn't say flee is the best word. Uh, we can talk about this later. Right now, we need to make sure everybody's okay.
Right. Um.
Get
Uh. I'll
right here.
go. I'll look around. You watch as he goes towards one of the houses to go check out.
We're gonna let that slide. And then I'll take off towards the. Well, no, I want to go back to my friends first and let them know that they can find healing. Um, at the temple.
All right. So you rush over to your compatriots.
I took Melody to a temple for healing. You all should go there and get checked out. I'm still fine. But then I want to start digging through. I would like to look for the barmaid whose name I didn't take down and don't remember. Because I'm a temple player.
So, Caffriel got bit by the dragon, and you guys haven't really. I posted in our personal chat. I'll post the link here too. You guys haven't noticed like how profuse the bleeding and the wound is because it's pretty well hidden by the belt, but it basically bit around her pauldron, and the teeth have like sank in to here, and it's nasty. Like it's now she's getting to the point where like she rips off the pauldron and she's like stripping off the corset and like this leather thing and to look at herself like cuz she can feel the warm ooze and like the icky sticky blood drying and also still like coming and then drying and coming and drying, and
You can
it's just
also
like
you can also tell where the bite marks are, like where the teeth sank in. You can see as they're starting to turn, kind of purple, as if like if it held on to you a little longer, it would have gotten frostbitten.
Do its
ooh.
claws have that too?
No, the claws don't, just the bites.
You both should really go get looked at. I'm not. It's beyond me. I don't have anything left to. Ravine's blessing is a little is gone right now.
I
Um,
wouldn't say gone. I would say used up. You put it to good use.
I think we have a lot to talk about.
Alyphius is going to be sitting in the Pigpen Tavern. He will have started a fire in the fireplace.
Avengers style in the shawarma shop after the first Avengers. We're all just there, beat as shit. But yeah, I do. Do I see another body in the rubble?
There is no other body in the rubble.
I will tell Grandpa that he should go to the temple, and
He'll do so. He'll go to help.
yeah,
Like whenever
lend
whatever
his
way he
aid.
can.
And then um,
You guys hear a door opening, and as you look, you watch as the elderly, not elderly, the elderly woman who runs the Pigpen Tavern comes out. Is everything okay?
she
Is
was
the
in the
dragon
back
gone?
cooking, had her headphones on, like
AirPods,
opera.
she can't hear us.
She can't hear.
Um,
She's just shaking with fear.
when the door opens, Alyphius immediately like raises his hand to begin to cast a spell, but when he sees who it is, he will definitely lowers his hand as he goes. Yeah, it got away.
So it's gone then?
It's gone.
That's good. What was that loud noise I heard?
That was the real dragon.
What do you mean, real dragon?
Apparently,
Big dragon.
What's going on?
the one that we were fighting was actually just a squirrel.
What? What sorcery is this?
Polymorph.
What is? I don't know what that does.
Map,
What does it
you
do?
should go to the temple. I think the townsfolk are all meeting there. That way you can be accounted for.
Right, that sounds like a good idea. Yes. You see, she's
Were there-
flustered. Like,
Were there any other guests here?
no, just you lot. Where did that old woman go? Is she still in her room?
No,
Oh, so is she at the temple?
No,
I'll meet her there. Oh, then
she was the dragon.
What?
You're just blowing this poor old woman's mind.
Like,
That's a lot to take in. I'm going to the temple now.
So Caffriel's gonna like finish taking off her other pauldron and basically like she's got the equivalent of ye old bra on right now. And she's gonna ask Mihi to help her put on something decent before she goes to the temple. AKA her that gown that Cal saw her in.
The really fancy one?
No, the
The nightgown.
loose one. It's not a nightgown, it's the green one. It's like the day dress.
Oh, okay. I was saying like the super fancy one.
No. And she's gonna ask for Mihi's help, especially like with her arms and taking off like the bracers and stuff. Because she basically has like one good arm right now because she can't lift up this arm too well.
She's good. Mihi will help. She'll also ask Caffrey to like help bind her wound and cover it up somehow because she does have a massive hole in her only set of clothes now.
We'll meet you guys at the temple. Ollie, we should go look at that house over that the dragon attacked when this all started.
fine. He'll get up and he'll follow you.
Yeah. Ollie and I will head to look at that first house, and then meet back up at the temple with those other two.
Yeah.
And Grandpa.
What is the current status of that other house? Were there any people in it, or were the people that were in it, are they
We heard screaming.
gone?
Yeah, you guys did hear screaming.
Well, it didn't like breathe into the house, so I imagine they were pretty okay.
Get to the house, I'll open the door and hello, is anybody here?
You see as excuse me. You see as there is a couple of young children hiding underneath a table, as
Atomic bomb style. You know the old 1950s videos, like if the bombing warnings went off, they were supposed to hide under like their desks or their table. Yeah.
Or a blanket if they're in the park.
You have one eye closed and a thumb sticking out, looking out the window. Yeah, and then you see as there is a what looks like to be kind of a younger woman, dressed in what looks like to be farmhand clothes, with what looks like to be a roller, a pin roller, in one hand, looking up, and then you see as there is what looks like to be a younger gentleman. Like I'd say, they're probably in their like mid 20s. As he's holding like a pitchfork up at the ceiling and looks down. He goes, are you here to fight the dragon?"
The dragon's been dealt with. We wanted to make sure whoever was in this house was okay.
Yes, we're fine, but gave us quite a startle.
I'm sure you gave it quite the startle too.
I doubt that, but thank you for the kind words.
Sir, miss, everything is okay. Take your children, some clothes, and maybe a little bit of food. Head to the temple. Constable Jordan's rounding everybody up to meet there to account for everybody here.
Right. Sounds good. And you are?
Travelers. We're just travelers.
Right. We'll see you at the we'll see you there. And he's like, "Come on." And the kids kind of crawl out slowly with fear in their eyes still. It looks like they had also been crying as the mother and father pick them up and take them out.
Hang on. I want to see something with see, green is light or snuff out. Oh dang. Okay. Crap.
I do want to pick up the debris and carry it, like just move it out of the house.
Okay.
Um,
seeing seeing the general fear in the in the in the kids' eyes, do they like have anything with them, like a teddy bear or anything, any form of like safety animal or anything like that?
Yeah, sure. I'd say maybe the youngest one has kind of like a straw doll they might have made at one point.
Um, Aliphius is going to cast Prestidigitation on the straw doll, warming it up just slightly, as he is going to he's going to definitely try to hide this from Cal, but lean close to the kid and say, "Hold it close. It'll keep you safe and warm."
So as you cast prestidigitation to warm up the doll, it ignites. I'm just kidding. It ignites just. um. So yeah,
Do
the
I need to roll a
facility
stealth to make sure that he doesn't see that shit?
Yeah, sure.
I rolled as a joke, but I'll keep the 15.
Actually, you know what? Fuck you. I'm using a sorcery point to do subtle spell casting.
I don't think you can use sorcery points on cantrips.
Yes, you can. It just costs
You can use it
one.
on any spell.
How many do you have?
4. I've only used 2.
Okay.
You got your misadventure by yourself. He can do subtle cast.
Okay.
As you look in the eyes of this small little boy, he has brown eyes and like kind of like strawberry blonde hair that kind of clings to his face. Well, clings to his head, I should say. As he kind of like looks at you and nods. He doesn't really say anything, but he look of acknowledgement is in his eyes.
And I will actually roll that stealth, if you want me
Do
to.
you not want to do subtle casting?
Oh, would that negate it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do you not want him to see you like whisper to the kid as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want that.
Oh, then yes, you need to roll stealth.
Okay. Whee! Oh, just barely.
14.
So
chat.
Cal sees you whisper him, but he didn't see you do the spell.
Okay, cool. Is there any other damage that we maybe
Besides the big
didn't
hole in the
see?
roof.
No, it seems like it was just the hole. It looked like you can tell based off of what you saw when fighting it, and also from the debris inside. It looks like it had just started the process of ripping open so it could get in.
I guess we should meet up with the others at temple.
You can go ahead.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just having a hard time warming up. I'd rather stick close to the fire that I made, if you don't mind.
This is a horrible day for rain.
This is horrible. I'll pat him on the shoulder, kind of like the bro shake, and
No
I'll make
homo.
my way back to the temple. And I'll use thaumaturgy as I'm walking to like call out and tell people to meet at the temple to be accounted for and to ensure to be taken care of, things like that.
Yeah. You can see doing that. You can see as people also are slowly coming out of their houses. This is like there's not there a ton of people don't really live here, but it feels like a lot as the streets are crowded
Yeah.
with people walking towards the small temple of Carnunos. Going back a little bit, we'll go to Cafrael and Mihi, unless you guys don't want to.
Oh no, we do.
Okay.
We do.
All right. So you guys get back to the. Well, I feel like you probably don't want to use that room anymore, seeing as it's destroyed and torn apart.
Oh right, it was our room.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'll say you guys decide to go and get the go into Grandpa and Olympius's room after getting this stuff. Thankfully, the dress wasn't destroyed. It looks like it was merely tossed to the floor.
Is Grumbles in his room?
Where is Gro? Did you have Grumbles on you?
I would normally have Grumbles on me.
So Grumbles is gone because you got hit by a breath weapon? Is that how that works?
I don't know. How would that work, GM?
Roll me a percentage roll.
Okay. That's a 23.
Um, as you as you kind of like start kind of collecting your thoughts a little bit, Olympius, the sudden kind of you just kind of start like when you kind of start realize something's not on you, and you go and
Yes.
Grumbles is. You go to pat where Grumbles is, and he's not there. You
Oh.
reach up and you look, and Grumbles is not there.
Out of character, I'm so glad I made him immortal. In character,
I feel like out of character, you would have remembered to take him out of your person before you ran to fight the dragon if he wasn't immortal at that point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. In character, while Olympius is trying to get warm by the fire, he is absolutely starting to panic. Not having Grumbles near him, he will hastily run outside, to a clearing where he can get to some earth, dig through the snow until he can get to earth, and then cast Mold Earth, punching the earth as he casts Mold Earth to form the summoning ring that he needs. And he is going to start frantically casting Find Familiar.
Yep. That takes about 10 minutes, right?
Yes, it does.
All right. So yes, there's that. Sorry, going back to Capriel Mihi. Yeah. So most of the clothes seem to be on the floor, just basically tossed about. The main things that have been destroyed look like to be the bed, probably like the trunks that were in there for clothes storing. Most of the cloth stuff in the room doesn't appear to be destroyed, except for, like I said, bed, pillows, stuff like that.
Okay. So yeah, they're gonna go into the boys' room and with all their stuff once they gather it up.
Mm-hmm.
And Cafriel is who do you want to go first?
You. Mine's not as bad as yours.
Well, I'm gonna need your help with all these belts.
I'm going to help her unbuckle.
There are a ton. Like looking at her all the time. Like there's a lot of belts, and then you taking them off. You're like, oh my god, there's a lot of fucking belts.
Every single time, that was a person. That was a person. This was a person. This one had a family.
This one was gonna propose to his girlfriend the next day.
This one was up for retirement.
I was about to say that. It was his last day on the job. Um,
This one was
And,
covering a shift for a buddy.
and as you, especially on her arms, like as you're unbuckling the belts on her arms, you can see like you didn't really get too close a look at these before because they're usually like so densely packed with like belts and pauldrons and like arm belts and like gloves, but her knuckles have these runes on them and her arms are just covered in these scars, shoulder to wrist on both sides. And then as she, pops off the corset at the busk, from her top tip of her rib cage at her xiphoid process to right above her belly button, more runes.
I don't want to be insensitive, but did you do these to yourself, or did your patron have you do them, or did they just appear?
Um, it's a little bit of the first two, I guess. I mean, I technically did them by my own hand, but my memory on doing them is kind of fuzzy. And I know that I wouldn't have done them without my patron.
Do you know what they say?
No clue.
Really, you don't?
Mm-mm. No clue.
I could translate them for you if you'd like.
You can read these?
I can. And they're not pleasant.
What do they say?
Well, the ones here, and she'll grab. Let me look back at my notes. She'll grab her. She'll grab one of her arms. This one says fester. This one says delirium. This one over here is hallucination, infestation, stalk, and those don't make as much sense as some of the other ones do, but the others are not so kind.
What are the others?
Trying to find my notes.
It's in the Spookville thing.
Oh, right. I was like, why isn't it in her notes? It's in Spookville. Okay. She'll go to the other arm, the left arm, and say, like in order, just rip, shred, sunder, rive, rupture, obey, surrender, follow, submit, serve. And this one over here, she'll go back to the right arm. This last one here says pet. These aren't good markings. They aren't good.
She holds up her hands. She's like, "What about these?"
On the knuckles?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Alex.
Yep, I got it. I'm back.
If Alex dropped out, then
I'm
I
back.
probably missed
I'm back.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did the
I
stream get that though?
probably not.
Okay.
I only missed out like the last word that you said.
The knuckles say tear and rend.
Okay.
You're welcome, Ethan. And then she like points at her stomach.
Covenant. They all seem to mark you as property of your patron.
Oh. That's unsettling.
It is.
I
I warned you a little while ago about the nature of your pact and your patron, and I think this is just more evidence.
I mean, I don't really think there's anything I can do though, right? It's the price I had to pay to stay alive.
But do you have to continue to pay it?
I think that's how that works.
I don't know the nature of it, but Grim and I are in an equal partnership. If either one of us chooses to break it off with the other, that's something we can do. And keep in mind, if it didn't need you, it probably wouldn't have made the deal in the first place. It needs you. It needs your participation. It needs. Shut up, Adam! Damn it! I hate you. It needs your participation. It needs your willingness. It needs your continuing to serve it. Maybe. I don't know. I've studied a lot on this subject, but I only have first-hand experience with my own.
I don't think that's how this works.
You never know until you try. It scares me for you.
Mm. Can you help me with this? And she like holds out the dress.
Mm-hmm. And she'll help. She'll be like clutching her side and wincing and stuff occasionally, but she'll help out.
Caffrey wiggles into it, like arm kind of weird still. And then she's gonna help Mihi with horse stuff.
I don't really have anything else to change into. This is all that I have.
I have a nightgown.
How much skin does it show?
None.
Okay. Okay, let's try that. And she'll get changed with help because she's in pretty bad shape too.
Would this be the first time that Capriel sees the entirety extent of the burns?
It would indeed, and I made a handy dandy chart that I'm going to drop into the chat right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's not including the little chip on her horn that she got from the Etten.
Okay.
2/3 of the body is covered in burns.
Yeah, I'll drop it in the group Discord if people want.
Please do.
I don't know where to drop that.
Chat room.
Live
Channel.
viewing.
Yeah, live viewing. Yeah, it's probably the great idea.
Which you can see if you go to our Discord, linked in the description.
Shell.
Okay, I dropped it.
So, once we have all kind of settled in, I imagine we're all going to get healing in our own way.
So hang on, she's wearing Caffriel's nightgown? So she's
Yeah.
walking around in jammies.
Well, it's a really nice fucking nightgown. Like, it's
And you have the Yeti overcoat too.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So the nightgown has like. Have you ever seen the movie Crimson Peak?
Nope.
Oh, well, you guys aren't very good at horror movies.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not. No thank.
I know. I'll find the picture that I posted a while back about her nightgown. Because I know I posted one. And I'll resend it once I do. But basically, it's got these nice kind of poofy white sleeves. And it's got this sort of motif at the top that's more frilly than the rest of it, and then it's very long and flowy. And the white's gonna 100% gets blood on it. It's fine.
Sorry. I'd say it'll probably take time to bandage it a little bit.
Yeah. And Capriel's she's gonna be respectful and not comment on the burns as she's helping you into the nightgown.
Thanks. She's also gonna take her gloves from her old outfit and make sure that those go on too, just to cover up the hands.
So you want to head over to the temple?
Okay.
Alright, so you guys. Sorry,
Yes.
Alex, you about to say something?
No.
Oh, I thought you were about to. Okay. So, you guys make your way to the tavern, to the temple, except for Olympius because he said he wanted to stay. And you see like a gigantic group of people. I mean, it's big for the town. Obviously, you've seen a lot more people just within Wilthier in general. We see a lot of people. There's not enough room inside the temple to fit everybody, but not by like a whole lot. There's maybe 10 people standing outside the temple.
Looking at like
And you
three to four dozen people.
Maybe like a dozen.
A dozen people can't fit in a temple.
No, there are a dozen people outside of it. The rest of the temple is full of people.
All together, like with.
Oh,
inside,
all together?
Yeah.
Maybe like 4 dozen people altogether.
Okay, cool.
Small temple.
It's a small town.
I guess Cornunos doesn't need a super, elaborate temple.
Yeah, he's not a very big god.
Who got there first?
I would say you did.
I would start just kind of helping as best I can if there's any wounded or like looking for Constable Jordan.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna make you roll. You'll see him. Yeah, he's inside. He's inside the temple. He seems to be helping people. Like, kind of mostly. You don't really see him like healing anybody, but you see him kind of sitting there like reassuring people and like listening to people's concerns and all that stuff.
Sir?
What? Yes. I'm sorry. One sec. It's. Yes, I agree. We'll definitely have to look into something like that. But if you excuse me. Yeah. I'm sorry. What?
We should probably talk outside.
About what?
What happened?
Right. It kind of looks around like, yeah. Let's not worry a bunch of people about the details. Yeah. Let's go. So you and him start making your way out.
I'll wait for the rest. Do I wait? Yeah.
I mean, you see as Mihi and Capriel start making their way over to you guys.
I'll gesture for them to come over.
So
I'm trying to. Is everybody okay? I guess first of all, besides.
yeah,
Right.
it seems most people were shaken up. It seems the most damage, most bodily damage was to your friend out in there, and
There's blood
you
seeping through
guys-
the dress as we're chatting.
and
Through
and
both
mine-
of our dresses.
Through both of our, we're just nodding
Um,
we agree. Yeah.
Definitely, she got hurt the most.
Do you guys need to be bandaged up somewhere, or?
It'd be nice to have bandages in the first place.
Okay. Well then, if you excuse me, I'll go get bandages real quick. Unless you want to go in.
We should probably go in. Like
As
they're
walk,
they're getting
Cal,
more
do you-
tired with every step.
Cal, do
Yeah,
you need
you
us
guys should
to
probably go
stay?
get them taken care of.
I'll say an infernal. What do I tell him?
Capriel will reply in Infernal. The fucking truth, I guess. I don't
Why?
know.
Yeah, in Infernal. Why is there any need to hide anything?
I'm not about trying to. I don't want to scare him.
Cavrel will say also an infernal. He's got a giant ogre in a house. I mean, I don't think that there's any need to be worried about scaring this man.
Sure. Okay. I'll just kind of shrug.
He may have insight that we do not, or information that we do not.
You would have heard him as you guys talking. Heard him like go to the crowd, like hey, like ask them to like part and make way for for Mihi and Caprail.
Yeah. Can you describe Constable Jordan one time though? I forgot what he looks like.
Have I described Constable Jordan? I don't remember.
I thought you did when the first time we saw him.
Probably. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Probably did. I don't remember off the top of my head at this moment. So
Okay.
whatever I said is getting retconned, I suppose.
I'm
I'd say
reading official
probably
NPC notes now, so for the official record.
he has somewhat of tan skin, not too dark. Brown eyes, kind of short hair, like looks like the hair on the side right here is cut really short, and it kind of comes up to like a point kind of in the front a little bit. He is currently wearing what looks like to be what like a very poor man's rendition of like some sort of like guard uniform would be, kind of just like sturdy canvas shirt with some kind of thick sturdy pants, boots. He doesn't look like he has a lot of money, but he tries to do what he can.
Okay. Thank you.
I thought you were gonna say a poor man's Yeti coat.
Poor man's
His note is available in public if people want to edit it.
Well, so the old woman I told you about that had stumbled into the Pigpen Tavern.
Yes.
We believe she was a dragon in disguise. The one that flew off south, the bigger one.
Huh. Well then, do you think she'll come back or?
We don't know. We think she took something from us. Well, from our hurt friend.
Well,
It
that's
seems
not
like
good.
she. You and the town are safe. My friends and I will hopefully be gone by tomorrow. Do you need anything from us? I guess from me, considering I'm the only person that can walk right. Well, one of 3 people that can walk right now.
I can't think of anything that we could have you guys do. I mean, it's our home. If we rely on strangers, then we're no better than what the people up in the north think we are.
It's probably best to get the people back to their homes now. I'm going to go check on my friends, and I'll go into the temple.
Yeah, of course. Yes. So you both make your way in, and where you split off to go find Cafriel and Mihi, he continues further out to go like to the front of the temple.
So what now?
Right now, I think we take a rest. I know that it was not quite so bad for you, but some of us almost.
Fucking hurt, Cal. Do you want to see my dragon bite?
I'll leave you 2 alone.
No, you have to see my dragon bite. Come back.
He's just gonna walk away.
Cal, no, come back. Come back. I'm too weak to drag you, even though I normally could with so much ease because I'm way stronger than you.
I'm glad you're okay.
Did you come back to say that?
begrudgingly.
She's gonna do this and like pull down the side of her shirt off her back.
It's a shame it didn't take your vocal cords.
Wow.
That is pretty sick, though.
I hope it scars.
That is
No,
really
you don't.
badass.
No, you do not.
Jim, you know what they say? Chicks dig scars.
I mean, chicks dig scars.
You hear from one of the younger people sitting like next to you guys, kind of like overhearing your conversation.
She gives you the flattest look she possibly can.
You dig my scar in progress, Mihi.
He is not amused.
I think I have you beat on progress.
You must really get a lot of chicks.
No. No, I do not.
You should try getting some more chicks.
She'll mumble something about implying she hasn't, and
Oh,
stop.
You guys hear from the front. I was a corporal. Constable Jordan clearing his throat as people around you start to quiet down. To eventually, the room is silent.
Can I take this opportunity to tell Constable look at my scar?
God.
it's like is she just like delirious at this point?
Yes, absolutely. It took forever to get healing.
We're both a little woozy, both acting a little
Constable,
bloodlossy.
look at my scar.
A bunch of people surrounding you kind of look over at you, and you hear him go, "Yeah, it's a pretty nice scar." Anyway,
Hell yeah.
So first order of business. I'm glad to announce that no one has been injured except for the people
Woo!
sitting there in the middle of this room.
That's us.
Please do not look at me.
Chicks
If
dig
it wasn't for
scars.
them, I don't know what would have happened. If the dragon would have done horrible things. But it seems that the town has had minimal damage.
Thanks
so
to brave
good at
young
this.
adventurers like you. Thanks to brave young adventurers like us.
Thanks to brave individuals that have stepped up and taken on the capabilities of protecting those who need it most.
We call
If
them
you all wouldn't
mercenaries.
mind going back to your homes, except for the couple buildings that have been damaged, everything seems to be fine. Take care of yourselves. Don't overwork yourself too much. Just relax. As you watch as he kind of starts making his way out of the room.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah,
Max?
Oh, looks like it's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
that
If
was
you
weird.
Yeah, if you minimize Discord at all, or like change the size, I don't know how you set it up. It'll mess up the cameras.
Weird. I'm sorry about that. I didn't do anything to Discord. At least I didn't think I did. I may have minimized it, unconsciously.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's fine. You're good.
But yeah, so Constable Jordan starts making his way out of the room, trying to stick to the wall.
Jordan!
He keeps his head down and not trying not to look at you guys as he heads out with his
You're
face
great
all red.
at your job. So,
Can we use the time that has passed, also the bandaging, to basically take a short rest?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
when are we gonna
Cool.
take a long rest?
Right?
It is noon. It is literally noon.
Yeah,
She's
we.
so hurt.
It's about 2.
Let's see.
Close enough.
I'm spending 2 of my hit dice.
I'm spending all.
Because you can't
I'm-
benefit from it. You have to get another full 24 hours of like activity before you can benefit from a long rest.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
I said 2. She's
Hey
feeling
Adam,
a
do you
lot
play that
better.
way?
I've never even heard of that rule.
Are we using that rule or no?
I mean, you guys can go and sleep if you really want to.
As long as we're not using the rule where a short rest is 8 hours and a long rest is a month.
No, I don't hate you guys, so.
So I'm just gonna say that like she during the short rest, because her wound hurt a lot, like, and she was already getting pretty delirious. As a painkiller, out of her bag, which she took with her to the temple because her room was like destroyed, she pulls out one of the bottles of alcohol because she brought like 20 for the road trip. She just pulls one of them out and just starts like fucking.
In the middle of a temple.
Yeah, because she's hurting and she's like, it'll dull the pain. Delirious Caffriel's like, what dulls pain both emotionally and physically? Alcohol. Time to crack one open.
Share, please.
Oh, she'll share.
Hell yeah.
Is this the
So
first
now
time that
I'm-
we've seen Mihi drink?
No, she's drank before.
Okay.
She's never gotten drunk around you. But she has drank.
So I'm
Remember,
gonna.
Caffriel almost got her drunk the first time you guys all met in the tavern.
That's right.
Do you want your
Almost.
own bottle of alcohol, or do you want a share one?
Simply from the fact that we shouldn't move that much, probably my own, unless we're like right next to each other within
Okay, so here's your own, and let's get blasted.
let's get one for Melody too.
I just
She's
see.
here. She's here too, right?
Yeah, I think she is. She is, right?
Yeah, Melody is basically like in the temple somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, but
Mm.
It
she's not.
seems like her injuries aren't as bad comparatively as yours, but they're definitely bad for what she's ever had before. So.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Relatively bad for her. Relatively not bad for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, her arm was literally broken, but the bone was like coming out of her skin.
Nasty.
Owie.
I can't lie, when you guys were describing that, I was seeing you like in the medical wing of Hogwarts just passing scotch around.
It's essentially what they're doing. Like, they've
Yep.
each got their own bottle of hard liquor, and they're just like, Can you still not get drunk, Olympius?
Nope.
11 days.
10 days now.
10 days now.
10 days.
Hell yeah.
I like that we take a 10-day long rest.
No, we don't need that long. Not playing Iron Man. Not yet.
Yeah, we get trashed.
We get trashed.
Okay, can you guys roll me Constitution saving throws?
Fuck yeah. I hope I fail mine.
Me too.
Dear
No!
God, please no.
Oh, wait.
Damn
don't
it!
Oh, yay, mine did go through. It was really good. Oh, crit fail! Crit fail! Yay! I got a 19 on the other one. I was like, no. And it sank in. I was like, yes. Woo!
Never have I seen someone so happy about a crit fail.
Right? I was gonna say the same thing.
I want to get
So-
blasted.
So Mihi, you're getting a little tipsy, but like nothing too bad. And then you look over at like Caprielle, and she's like, her like cheeks are turning red, and like her eyes are going like unfocused as she's like, woo, and drinking.
Oh no, she's a woo girl.
She is a rich kid.
Oh my god. How I Met Your Mother has educated all of us on woo girls.
Mm.
Every once in a while, you'll have people around you will thank you for fighting off the dragon.
Infinite.
Cousin damage control. Just trying to make sure Caffrail doesn't show her scar to everybody that passes by.
Caprielle's trying to show her scar to everyone who passes by.
I just imagine Caprielle. I was like, yeah, before you leave, check out the scar. Check it out. And just start trying to like take her
Once
shirt
they
down.
ban, how about get it bandaged
Capriel's
up.
just like, you know what? My dress is in the way. Let me just.
No,
she just-
no.
Trying to take off the dress, fighting Cal the entire way. It gets to like here. You see under boob. She's like, no.
No,
I
no.
imagine clergy appear like, no, get that down. This is a holy place. This is not a temple of Bacchus.
It's been a long day. You know,
The moment you stop trying to wrestle her, she's going to take off the dress.
I mean, by this point, most people have left the temple. It seems like the few people there are either praying, the family whose home was kind of ripped into. Excuse me, and maybe just a couple other people.
the inn is torn
came
apart.
out.
I'm not nearly. Where's Oliphius at?
This is the first time, Callie, you notice she has runes on her stomach.
That's the last thing he's concerned about right now.
He wasn't
Olivia,
looking
what
at
did
your
you
stomach.
do the entire time?
Hmm?
After summoning Grumbles back.
After summoning Grumbles back, he is going to make sure to wipe the circle away, essentially making it look like nothing happened. And
Grumbles, like when Grumbles appears, he appears on your shoulder, like looking up at you as like the eyes go like.
oh yeah, he takes Grumbles off of his shoulder and he hugs Grumbles.
How
Whether or
tightly.
not Grumbles actually returns the hug, I don't know. I don't know if
He
chameleons
does.
can hug. I know they
He
can
hugs.
grab.
He's just gonna grumble about it.
When a creature becomes a familiar, do they gain sentience?
They essentially turn into a fey, fiend, or one other celestial. Thank you.
Yeah.
And he is currently a fey, so I think he has sentience.
He kind of like looks at you, and like you watch as his hands go like.
Aww.
Aww.
Like he paps like as much as he can. Which like if you're hugging him like this, he's basically like.
Aww. That's all. He his skin changes to blend in with Oliphius' shirt. Now at that point, Oliphius will just essentially be as close to the fire as he can, without actually catching fire.
Yeah, of course. Basically, just sticking around the fire.
Yep. Because that, I believe, is the only damage that he actually took that wasn't when he was polymorphed. Was via
yeah,
frost
I believe
breath.
so.
Yeah. So, he cold. He real cold.
I get drunk. I fall asleep. She
Yeah.
gets drunk. She tries to flash her tits. And God,
It's not
everybody.
my tits, it's my scar. It's so cool. You're just jealous that you don't have scars close mine.
You don't want scars. Scars are bad.
This particular scar is from fucking dragon. And
It's
it's
from a squirrel that was turned into a dragon.
It still is a dragon within me. So therefore it's fucking cool as fuck. Look
Hey,
how
guys.
purple.
Guys, we slayed a dragon.
I know. And Miki, I think that your scars are cool and that you're a really powerful independent woman for having them because you're a hero. You saved your mom. You're so cool. You stood up to a whole town. You are so much stronger than anybody I've ever met.
But no, you're much stronger. You killed like 26 guards and
29.
took their 29 and
I
took
could
their
count to
the belt
their belts.
by yourself.
And
I
you,
think I'm pretty cool too.
you know,
Yeah, Cal, you're pretty cool.
you're pretty fucking cool.
You would be much cooler if you didn't drop my head in the snow earlier, but other than that, you're pretty okay.
You're mean to me sometimes, Cal.
Yeah, you're mean to me too.
But that, if you weren't mean to me, I don't think it would be as cool. But sometimes, I'm like, oh, that was mean.
Yeah, I think you're a little bit too mean sometimes.
But I think your watery tart sword is really dope, and I like.
Watery tart sword.
Watery tart, like chicken scimitars at people.
That's
The
really
one,
cool.
the one that you impersonated?
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Cause she looks like me.
I mean, she's kind of a goddess, but maybe you look like her. She's a little older
I
than
mean,
you are.
I can't.
Or maybe Caffriel's a goddess.
You said I looked like a
Yeah, thank God she's not
You
gonna
don't
remember
know.
this. Actually, no, this
Cal
would
said I
probably
looked
be
like
the
a goddess. Cal said I looked like a goddess. He said it just now.
You're not gonna remember this, and I like take her. I like.
That's what
gonna
you
remember
think,
this.
but I'm so good at this.
Roll a D100 to see if you're gonna remember this.
I agree. Do it.
What is she looking for? Hang on, before you roll, what is she looking for?
High or low?
50-50 shot. Everyone's in the chat box.
It was a 9. He's not gonna
I saw
remember
the
this.
00. I saw the 00 and looked down to the 9.
Damn it.
I saw the 9 first. I was like,
I saw the 00 and I was like, please. I looked at it like, fuck. I'm so good at this. You have no idea, and you think I'm pretty. Ha 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 ha.
You're both very
I look like your goddess. Ha ha ha. Daughter, and I'll look like her even more. Can I hold the sword? Then I'll extra look like her. Give me the sword, please. How?
This is a terrible idea, and I pull the
How?
sword out and hand it to her.
oh my god!
Oh
Yay!
Don't give a drunk person a
gonna
sword.
I'm gonna pose with the sword.
How are you gonna pose?
Like, 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 goddessly.
Goddessly.
Yeah.
Goddessly, okay.
That's a pose.
That's
I'm gonna put it, balance
that's a performance check,
it
right?
in front of me, and kind of go like, yeah.
Advantage for being drunk.
She's drunk as shit.
All right, is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, disadvantage.
Dungeons and Dragons, everybody.
Oh man, I already don't have very good performance.
I mean,
Oh god, I'm so glad this happened.
she rolled with
So-
disadvantage and
so
she
what
got a
you do
10
as
and
you-
a 1.
as you take it, you take the sword and you put it on the floor. And then you try to stand still, and then the sword slips underneath you, and you but I got it, and then you do it again, and then it slips and you fall on your face, back onto the ground.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
This is all fantastic ideas.
I'll help her up. And honestly, what else do we do? We don't want to go too far or do anything too meaningful without Grandpa, so we might as well get drunk.
Hell yeah.
He's
Prob-
gonna help Caffriel up.
She's still hanging on to the sword. Yeah, I look like Vivian.
I think being in a position that might be considered insulting.
Oh no. But I'm always pretty. That's what Sloan always said.
Who's Sloan?
Sloan was
Hidden
my
lore.
handmaiden, and kind of secretly we kiss sometimes. But I haven't seen her since a while.
I see you have a habit of kissing. people you are close to.
Females, she's close. I think someone's a girl's name, right? And
Yeah.
Maiden is a girl. I'm not.
Yeah. Well, that's not my fault. Boys don't like me. Boys never like me. They think I'm too rude.
That is not true. Cal likes you.
Cal doesn't like me. He's mean to me.
The flattest of looks.
What am I supposed? This is one of those situations. You're both drunk. Of course, I like you. If I didn't like you, I'd let you die. Right? No, I wouldn't have done that. That's mean.
Well,
I think that's the.
mean.
There it is.
I like
Wait,
that.
wait.
I like
is that in your core tenets? Kill
Hold
people you
on,
don't like,
hold
or
on,
at least let
hold
them
on,
die.
Let me do my best impression.
Oh God.
Salutaris, that is against your tenets. I'm Vivine, and this is my sword.
That's my father's sword.
This is my watery heart sword. I gave it to your father.
No, he bought it.
Your god's weird.
You're not here to say these things.
I just like that. Nope, he bought it. Just like
Besides, you're not allowed to let me die because you don't like me. That's against the rule. You have rules. You can't break them. That's against the rule. So you don't like me very much.
I'm gonna pull her in. I'm gonna because I'm sitting down. I'm just gonna pull her into a hug, and then give her a noogie. If you like
Be
to,
careful, she's recovering.
no, she'll be fine. Why do you think I don't like you guys? I'm here, aren't I?
No, I meant likes. Don't like me.
Oh.
I worry you do not like me.
What?
I worry that Cal does not like me.
Like or like?
Like.
Oh, I meant like. I've been meaning like this whole time.
I've
You don't
assumed
mean
that you
anything
two.
coming out of your mouth right now.
I
Me?
assumed you two always liked each other.
What?
like that. Cal, like what?
Why
Blink,
would
blink.
you think that?
Because you always spend so much time together and
'Cause
always
she's
talk
my
to
best
each other.
friend.
And
Kafril looks at him and she's like, I could do
Always.
worse. But I didn't really
don't know
think.
how to.
I didn't really think of that until now.
I'm sorry if I offended.
He might
Don't- I do not know where these normal boundaries lie.
he my best friend because he lets me beat him up like this. Punch.
It's a good thing you're not at 1 hit point.
Hold
Just-
on a second. Hold on a
Here
second.
it comes. Here it comes.
Will it be that crit? That mythical crit? Because then she has to learn
unarmed
Buck and...
again? Is it just strength?
It's just strength.
Oh, it's
Nope.
I'm
It's not.
Yeah, it
does
just
not
sort
hit.
of like it. Yeah, she just sort of lifts in the air like, I meant to hit you, but oops.
I'm afraid I'd hurt you too much.
And then she's like, how'd you dodge so fast?
It's okay. Maybe next time.
Go to sleep.
Of course I like you, Mihi.
I do not know how friends work, so when I see two people
She kissed
spending
you.
that
Maybe
much...
she likes you.
Oh.
God, that feels good.
What feels good?
Uh,
This.
I do not like it. It's very uncomfortable.
What do you mean? You're here with two people that risk their lives to make sure life is okay. We killed a dragon. We stopped war. Doing okay.
Who likes Olivius?
I like Olivius.
She said like with
Olivius?
two likes. Be very
Like,
careful with what you're about to say, please, dear
I
God.
know.
Do you ever feel like you want to kiss Olivius?
I have not ever felt like I have wanted to kiss anybody. That's not true. That's very not true.
Oh
Who
God.
do you want to kiss?
Nobody.
Who did you want to kiss?
Grumbles?
No.
Dear God.
Grandpa?
No.
Sweet baby Lord
Cow?
Ravine.
I have people that I would like to kiss, but I don't
You didn't
feel like I
grant?
could ask them. No.
Well,
I think I
who?
killed the DM. He's dead.
Does that mean we win Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, you, you,
This all started because I said you get drunk.
you deserve kisses, Mickey. Lots and lots of kisses because
I-
you're perfect and
no,
you're brave
no,
and you're
no,
amazing
no.
and you are so cool and you deserve all the chicks because you have the most scars and they're awesome. They're so cool.
You know, Dungeon Master, you can end this scene at any
You
moment.
can end this at any time.
I just don't want to end people's fun.
You're
It should be fun for you too.
That's
You're
fair.
pretty.
Okay. After a few hours of everybody having a good time drunk
Of
talking
this.
about whom they don't actually 100% like for surezies.
Clearly, none of these characters had normal childhoods, so we got to get out of our high school drama now.
I didn't talk about mine, but I was busy making sure.
That Capriel wasn't
Well.
stripping? Yes.
Yes.
Just a quick note before he advances everything. Mihi actually sleeps. She actually will drink enough and finally sleep
Whoa.
for the first time in who knows how many days.
I'm pressing X to doubt.
Adam's looking
Gabrielle?
up a thing.
Capriel?
I
Mhm.
believe all of the language says can, Adam. I think it says must.
Oh, it's in the
I'm
other
not-
book, isn't it? It's not in PHP.
No, it's in PHP.
Is it?
I also have it on my character sheet.
Oh, that's very fair.
Did you think about that?
Think about what?
We could have known each other our entire lives.
Yeah. I did think about that.
Hmm. What'd you think about it?
I thought that would have been cool, and that maybe I would have been happier.
Are you happy now?
Yeah, but I said things would be different now. Things would be better now. It would be good. Maybe I wouldn't have kissed so many girls.
It's not a bad thing, I think.
Where is it?
No.
Shit, is it?
No, not that's not a bad thing, but I did it for maybe not good reasons.
What is not good reasons?
You're asleep.
I said I was gonna fall asleep when he advanced the time.
I started talking because he was looking
Okay.
for
Yes.
blank
You
space.
still can,
Yeah, I still can if I so
but
choose.
you don't need to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she sleeps for the first time in a long, long time.
Okay. So we're advancing ahead.
Okay.
We're
This conversation still happened, but you don't remember.
All right. So a few hours go by as the sun begins to set. Um, one of the nun comes up and she goes, would you mind not sleeping here tonight?
We don't really. The inn was pretty destroyed. We don't really have any.
I mean, only one room was destroyed. All the other rooms. I mean, you can still say that if you wish.
I will pick up the sleeping Mihi.
She's snoring. Drink in one hand.
So, that's right.
Sure.
I will pick up the sleeping Mihi, put wrap the Yeti coat around her. Come on, calf.
Mm.
Just a short walk without kissing all the girls you want.
What?
Come on, let's go.
What are you talking about? Fuck.
Vivine works in mysterious ways.
You're fucking weird.
That's true.
It's bright.
Yeah.
The sun is setting.
This
Oh, I thought that we time skipped to the next morning.
no.
No.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
I
all
mean,
very
if you want to
confused.
sober up a little bit, that's fine. I just assumed you were still drunk.
Oh, so wait. Why did we skip forward?
Because the nun is asking us to leave.
Oh. Okay.
You okay there, Colleen?
Yeah, no, well, I just tuned out a little because I'm long resting and you guys were talking. So I try to tune out when other people are doing stuff that doesn't involve me. For
Okay.
realism!
Good to know. All
To be
right.
fair, I do that too.
So yeah, so you guys make your way back to the tavern. Irving died.
So the room is destroyed.
Yeah.
I had kind of thought we rented out all the rooms, right?
There, I'd say there's probably one extra room.
There's
left.
one extra room. Okay.
Use instead
Well,
of the one that was destroyed.
lay Mihi on the bed. Is Ollie still downstairs? Is Ollie still downstairs?
There is no downstairs. It's one floor.
Are you
In
still
the
by the
main,
fire?
area.
Yes.
I will pay for.
She's not gonna accept payment for another room. So.
No, not for a bottle.
Oh, okay.
Caffrey will just reach into her backpack and give you a bottle.
Can I get 2 glasses?
Sure. She goes into the counter and grabs 2 glasses and puts them in front of you.
Also, she would still be drunk, yeah.
You should
Because-
probably get some sleep, Cap.
No, I don't want.
Somebody has to watch Mihi.
She's fun. They're equally hurt.
You want? I'm sure whatever me and Ollie talk about is going to be very dark and very grim, and
Grim is with me.
that's. Do you want to come talk with me and Ollie then?
Are you gonna talk about who likes who?
I was going to try and. No. I was going to ask him about his.
Damn it, don't you dare do those things while I'm gone.
I will.
That her falling asleep.
No, she's thinking and just spacing out. She's at the point in drunkenness where like she's off of the like wee part and she's
Yes.
crashing.
Just
Oh God.
how about you lay your head on the pillow for a little bit, and if you feel up to it, you come talk with us. Deal?
It's a trap.
Which part of it?
It's a trap.
You're giving me a lot of credit for being a lot smarter than I actually am.
You act dumb.
Grandpa says I'm impulsive.
You doesn't mean you're stupid. It means you're
Good
impulsive.
night, Caffeine. And I'll shut the door and go talk to Ollie, if that's cool.
Also, Adam, is the inn super cold? Because there's a giant
Yes.
hole in the fucking
was
wall.
kind of like I'm kind of confused what happened now. An ancient dragon appearing like in the main common area and blowing the like 1/3 of the inn out.
No, basically started turning back into her dragon form and busted the wall. So like she was basically the size of like maybe a wormling as she bust out the door and then grew.
Okay.
Bust the door.
Oh, it wasn't instantaneous kind of change.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't instantaneous. She like grew into it.
Heh,
Yeah, I didn't feel like destroying the entire inn, so
that would have destroyed half the town. Welcome to gargantuan creatures.
But I will go sit by Ollie with the fire and pour each of us a drink. Are you doing okay?
Why was the dragon here?
I don't know.
There has to be something here.
I think it got what it wanted, right?
When did it know about the book?
Maybe it's all. I don't know.
Only one chance where it could have seen anything, and that was during a blizzard.
That's not true. It said it saw a form. Maybe it decided to see what that was about. After a while, it thought maybe everything it said was a lie. Maybe it just decided to hang out with the little folks. What are we talking about? Things that we have no control over for.
Can't say that I like it here.
I'm sorry. Or is it? I like having you here.
I'd prefer if we left tomorrow morning.
That's the plan. Mihi and Caffrey need to sleep off. And more than one wound.
Did we take Melody back with us?
no, she's still in the temple.
Oh, pfft.
They're gonna
She's being-
So they catch people with the worst injuries? What jerks?
They kick out the drunk people.
What
There we go.
jerks?
There we go.
What jerks? I don't give a fuck.
I was about to say maybe a different reason they kicked you out.
No.
Where are we going, Cal?
I mean, I guess going to basement, right?
Why?
Does it matter?
Kind of matters if we're traveling together. What's the end goal here?
My end goal or the group's end goal?
I guess the group.
I don't
You're
think we
trying to
figured
get
out-
lost from the sounds of it, whatever that means.
I'm trying to find Avalon. Or be found worthy to enter Avalon through my pilgrimage. The sentence
Okay.
given was to get lost.
Again, whatever that means.
I mean, enjoying it so far. I've made friends.
I'm sorry, I can't hear anything that you're saying. You went full robot. And I know it's on my side.
Okay. We've helped a lot of people. Do we need to have a goal besides making the world a better place? I guess as best we can. What's about this? I guess if you want to talk about something a little bit more serious, what's your goal?
Eventually be able to go home.
Okay, how do we get there?
Well, you know what my major obstacle is.
Is it an obstacle though, or is it a tool?
She is not a tool to anything good. Anything she touches usually ends up with having someone in pain, impoverished, or dead.
Or worse, expelled.
You stopped a war. You saved a village from a dragon.
You
Sounds like
stopped a war.
we stopped a war. We killed a dragon and saved a village. I couldn't do these things by myself.
We killed a polymorphed squirrel.
That was polymorphed into a dragon.
Oh,
Yes.
sure, now that the tables are turned, fuck you! Caffrel turns in her sleep and says that.
Don't get me wrong. I don't know what we're going to do about the other one. I don't know what we can do about the other one.
That's what I mean by I don't like it here.
Which part?
The fact that
Being you don't know what to do.
I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. And it seems like everything that we do, nothing happens.
Mm. But imagine if we hadn't done what we've done, right?
The world would have continued turning and there'd be one less city.
You don't know that. Do you think the army would have stopped there?
I'm talking about the dragon. I don't care about the army.
Maybe.
Nations fight. That's just how it is. Nations rise, they fight, and then they fall.
We saved lives. A lot of lives. Maybe not forever. I don't know. I just want to make sure you're okay. I'm not. I'm a farm boy told I'm not really this, I guess.
And I don't think I was ever built for the adventuring life.
Why do you doubt yourself so much?
You not just see what happened just a little while ago?
Turning yourself into a sheep?
Feeling
You charged
powerless?
the dragon as a sheep.
Feeling powerless? Feeling like the entire
You
world was coming
charged
again?
a dragon as a sheep.
Yes, and it broke the polymorph, and then I felt true panic, and I didn't know
And
what to do.
but you
I
did
did
something.
not stand up, if that's what you were gonna say. I felt afraid, I felt frightened, panicked, and I froze because of that, and I wasn't able to do anything to help. Not that, honestly, I
But you
really
did.
care.
You did stuff. You don't think the rest of us weren't afraid?
Oh, I'm certain all of us were afraid.
Me thinks you're handsome.
That's strange.
Does anything. Dear God. What? Do you smile? What makes.
I'm sorry?
Are you ever happy about anything? Or is this just going to be a discussion of me trying to convince you that you're actually a good person, you're actually very capable, and I enjoy having you as a friend. Because if I'm just going to talk to a wall, I'll go talk to Gabrielle.
Hey!
He
She's
laughs.
drunk.
Absolutely laughs.
Oh.
I say that as she's very drunk right now. She tried to flash a nun.
I did that. I wanted to show my
You
scar.
weren't there, Missy.
I know, but
Mihi's pretty drunk though, also, so I don't know. I can't believe that. Uh, are you handsome for a Yuan-ti?
I don't know. Am I?
I say you're pretty.
Do- Should I roll a D100 to see what the average is?
I don't know.
your face is pretty symmetrical.
He the guy that played Scarecrow and he's in Peaky Blinders.
Your scales have.
You know who I'm talking about? What's the guy actor's name?
At 11. I'm bumfuck ugly.
You're not ugly. I say you're about average looking. Not
The
like
11 is not an average on a D100.
Yeah, but I am saying.
Okay,
that,
fine.
so. You're about average looking. You're not like super handsome. You're not like ugly. You're about like average.
I don't know. I know that you could say that there are definitely more handsome looking Yuan-Tis.
I've not seen a lot of Yuan-Tis, and I'm not really. No, I don't. I mean, you're not ugly, but I don't know. Sorry that I don't have the answers you're looking for. You just seemed kind of lost, and I wanted to maybe take your mind off of it.
Of course I'm lost. I'm here.
That's not a bad thing. Admit it. What would you be doing if you hadn't met us?
Probably going from tavern to tavern, finding more research on my dissertation, and
You think you could do any of the things you've done with magic if you would have learned how to do that stuff? Doing that?
maybe.
Maybe, but we don't know. And you learn to do it this way.
It's more come natural than learning anything in particular. I don't really
That's-
learn from books.
God. That's not what I meant.
Oh, he's absolutely laughing at your frustration at this.
Both of the highborns here make fun of the farm boy. Silly cow.
No, it's not the fact that you're a farm boy or anything like that.
Then what is it?
It's I forget sometimes how separate our worlds really are. Not the class aspect of it. I mean, I can point at a flower and it can burst into flames or freeze, and you can call upon powers from your deity. We're very, very different.
But we make a good team.
Maybe.
S-
He's gonna look at the drink that was given to him. I don't know why, but recently I have not been able to feel anything while drinking.
Oh wait, while drinking. um,
Fucking shade.
we really need to stop. We need to stop this. That was for saying you don't know what I do.
What?
You said you don't know what I do.
Oh no! Were you guys reacting to me saying I don't know why, but I don't
No.
feel anything when I
No,
He's
they
saying
were
I-
reacting to.
He's
I can't hear you right now. My connection's gone to shit.
Hold on. Can you hear us
I-
now?
Yes, for
Ethernet
now.
cable?
Good.
Yeah, I'm on an Ethernet cable.
No, that was because of Discord. Randomly, it sometimes does that.
I
Mm.
said they reacted because Cal said he thought you never felt anything anyways.
Ah,
But in a much more
But I know that's
Alburn.
not true because you came back.
no, I will say that I have been happier with around your group.
By the group, you mean a group as a whole? No, don't answer that question. Um, and we're happier having you around.
It's certainly been interesting. Something I haven't had for some time. But
Liphius,
I'm-
you start to feel as Grumbles starts trying to climb up your head.
oh, he absolutely just will. He won't bother Grumbles. Grumbles does what Grumbles wants.
Well, I'm gonna get some sleep.
I guess I'll take first watch.
When a tavern, what do we need to watch for?
I'm just saying I'm gonna stay up a little while longer.
Good night, Ollie.
Good night, Cal.
And I walk away.
All right, I think that is a good place to take break.
Yay!
We will be back in about 10-ish minutes. So don't go away. We love all of you. And we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Kitty clack.
All right, we're back.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I switched us servers so that we could so that you could hear us, but I switched us back now
Okay.
because anytime that someone can't hear everyone else or no one can hear one person, it's usually switch servers and it's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna need to diagnose a little bit here if I'm gonna do camera work again. It may just be like I don't either have enough CPU or something along those lines. Which, now that I have a better job, I can upgrade my CPU.
Nice. All right. So I need to switch musics. You guys wake up and you're a little cold. But the morning sun does arrive. Cafriel and me have some pretty good hangovers.
Ow.
Oh.
Yeah. He's definitely a fiend, not celestial.
Um,
So we wake up.
Olifius is gonna say like, "Oh, you guys look like you've drinking too much."
It was fine.
I don't really remember when I started drinking.
You said it would be a good idea to dull the pain.
I think it was before you tried to show the numbers on your tip. That helps.
I don't remember that.
Most action I think the nun has had in a while.
I mean, the scar is pretty dope.
It is
My
actually really dope.
tits are really dope. I'm not sure which one is more dope, but either way, what a blessing for that nun.
Thankfully,
Dang it.
don't worry me. You didn't try and do that.
I remember everything.
Why would that be a worry for me?
I said Mihi.
I know.
Oh dear God.
Can I suggest that we head out?
You... Yes, we should leave.
We
should
probably
leave
pick up
right
Melody
now.
and then leave, right?
They'll probably have a statue of me.
Oh
I mean, us.
I'm the one with the glorious tits. That tiefling got a statue. Just give them that statue and then they can change the face.
We
And,
didn't-
make the tits better.
That's much.
I'm gonna go hitch key to the wagon so we can get on and leave.
If it's already a tiefling statue... Never mind, I'll go help Olifius.
All right, you guys. As you guys leave the tavern,
We have Melody, right?
I said I was going to get a.
Melody's still at the
Right, okay, we
temple.
gotta go get her. Sorry.
We.
As you guys leave the temple, not temple, the tavern.
Can I
You
go
open-
with Cal? Whatever, Nana.
Sure. As you guys all open the door to leave to do your respective chores, you see Jordan
Morning
as
conscript.
as if he was about to open the door, and he has opened, and he's a little surprised, hi. You guys were just the people I was looking for.
Okay.
Come
Another
see my
dragon?
My scar.
No, gods no. Oh God, no.
Now, which
Constable,
one
look
was
at my
that too?
scar.
Because one of those is insulting, but in one way, while the other's insulting in another.
Anyway,
Keep up, Constable.
I'm here to tell you guys. Well, to say, thank you, first off, for saving the town from the dragon.
You are
Appreciate
welcome.
that. And
do what
that
we
you
can.
guys are welcome back anytime.
People concerned if we
And-
weren't welcome.
Unfair, but just know that whenever you guys come back into town, you don't have to worry about paying for room.
Oh, thanks.
Tell your... Oliphius looks around. Tell your friend that, he won't need to hide if we're in town. How's that? I bet he'd like that.
Dear
Did
I
he
mean,
read the
we'll
letter?
still have him hide, but it won't be because of you.
Did he read the
And,
letter that was given?
I mean, he can't really read, but I read it to him.
Oh,
And both he and I appreciate it quite a bit.
good.
Well, Constable, how far away from here is Base Mount?
I'd say a good week, good 8 days.
To the
Okay.
south, correct?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Well, kind of to the south, like southwest.
Oh boy.
Is there anything in the way of wizards in that area?
I mean, I know that there's a wizard close to basement. I don't know exactly where specifically.
Do you know the tower or do you know the wizard themselves?
I know the tower.
Hmm.
Well, I should say I know of the tower. I have never seen it. I've never really left Queenham before.
Fair enough. You've been great help, Constable. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope no more dragons come into the area.
It's not snowing, right?
No, it's actually nice and sunny. It's still a little cold, but
Can I roll a nature check for like what other environments dragons could bring about if they were like in the area?
sure.
Cool.
Knowledge for dragons?
Knowledge nature? What?
Let's go with Knowledge Arcana.
Knowledge arcana. Cool. Okay. Hey. Damn it, that's a 7.
I saw the 20 and then the thump back down.
I know.
And then the thump.
You didn't really study a lot about dragons. I mean, not many people like them. So
That's fair. That's incredibly fair that I didn't study about them.
yeah.
Okay.
Would you study the heretics? You don't really know.
That's fair. All right, well, I guess just need to get Melody and be on our way.
Cafe
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I are going to get Melody.
You have safe travels as he turns and walks away.
Constable.
Did he see my scar?
I think everyone in town has seen your scar.
Is that a double entendre?
No.
I
it's
have
right
no
here on my
idea what you're
shoulder.
talking about.
Cal, look at my scar. It's right here.
I told you that like a lot.
I know, it's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Harsh.
So-
I think it's I think it's still a wound at this point. You need to give it some time before it becomes a scar.
I know, but it's like, you know,
I'm going
dress
to get
for the job you want, not for the job you have. It's gonna be, it's my baby scar.
That's fair.
I just thought of
Heard
something
anyone
real
refer to
bad.
things as a baby scar? What is it? I wish to know.
I I thought, wouldn't that be on your stomach?
Charles
Ooh.
goes into Lephius and runs away.
I don't get it.
C-section.
Yeah, I think that's what he was going.
Baby
for.
scar.
That's what he was going for. Good.
My mom is one of those.
I'm going to get Melody.
I
I've said it
All right,
4
so
times.
Cal, as you and Capriel
She's gonna
go,
run. Yeah, she's going.
go. You guys go and make it to the temple, and as both of you step in, you see as the nun like looks at you guys and then looks at Capriel, slightly glares a little bit.
We're here to pick up our friend.
She's doing fine. Thank you for asking. See Melody, like her arm in a sling has been bandaged up.
Actually, I think I can do something. Let me double check.
I'm gonna ask the nun if she's seen my scar.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think everyone in town has seen your scar.
It's really cool.
I
got
don't
bit
know.
by a
You're gonna
dragon.
stop. Cover those. Cover those shoulders. Please.
Modest is honest,
Found
right?
it.
Right, sister?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I said modest is hottest, right, sister?
Please leave. Just all of you.
It doesn't.
So
I
the,
don't
the
have-
nun is really into me.
Yeah, that's what we should take away from this.
I think Grandpa can patch you up a little bit more permanently than that sling can, Melody. If you want.
We shall see. I mean, the priest said that if it heals too fast, it might only do more damage. He says this is a wound that the body shall heal on its own.
You still wish to come with us to basement?
Yes, of course. We are until we get somewhere I can get some more jobs that I know how to do.
Mihi and Oliphius and Grandpa at the cot. We have your things packed already.
Thank you.
And as soon as we leave the temple, do you want to see Caphrael's scar?
Yeah. Do you want to see my scar?
I saw it yesterday when she was showing it to everyone. It
It
is.
looks different today.
I mean, I agree. It is. It does look like it was scar quite. As I heard someone say, wickedly. I do not know if that is a bad thing or not. But that is what someone said yesterday that I overheard. So, was you okay? All of you?
We're all okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was quite worried when you all left to take care of it. You know, I would not be here if it was not for you all. I would still be stuck in that infernal tower, rotting away in a cell.
It's okay. We're just happy that you're all right. And
Yes.
I mean, you know, we'll we'll try and figure something out.
I need to lie down some more.
lie down once we get to.
Of course, this is what I meant. I hope I do not make anyone uncomfortable as I lay down.
So everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine, Melody.
Alright, so yeah, you guys make it back to the cart where Grandpa, Mihi, and Oliphius are setting everything up, getting everything ready to go.
Once it's ready,
And oh, sorry.
just have Grandpa drive. Yeet.
Yeet, yeet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeet. Wait, I can do a Goodwill impression. Yeet, yeet.
Awesome.
Oh,
Just
how are you
watch
doing,
as-
Melody?
You watch as Key
I'm
and Odalia stand
particularly
up and
jolly.
And oh,
And oh,
Yes.
yes.
stay a while and
Oh,
listen.
Dahlia. Stay a while and listen. I have
Alright.
some good old stories.
Can someone roll me a D12?
I got it.
Okay, who rolled the dragon
Okay.
one last time? They're not
Wasn't
allowed to roll
me.
ever again.
An 8.
Alright.
It's
Tarask.
You watch off in the distance as a gigantic bipedal reptilian creature with horns starts heading towards base mount.
Well, we're going the other way.
Oh, cool. It'll take care of the dragon for us.
Who wants to go towards the war instead?
Yeah.
At least it never changes.
Today seems pretty. Shut up, you. Today seems pretty nice. I mean, it is a little cold. You know, the area's kind of recovering from a blizzard that just happened. But everything seems to go okay.
Okay. One die down.
Yeah. Next die.
Are you gonna make us do camp and stuff, or are we just continue?
I'm gonna keep going, unless someone wants to stop and do camp.
Okay.
I am
I wanna
okay. Yeah, I'm okay with just advancing forward, trying to get down to base mount.
I get the feeling you really want to go to basement, Alex.
I think both of us really just want to get off the road.
Yeah, I really want to.
We
Let's.
just started.
Okay, yes,
Oh,
but let's be
okay.
fair. While on the road, we've ran into a tower. We've ran into a dragon. We've ran into a blizzard.
2.
The road has been the most dangerous place.
That is true.
2.
All right. So second day is a pretty nice day. The snow is starting to begin to melt. You can see as some of the grass is starting to poke out from the snow. But other than that, the day is uneventful.
I'm scared. I'm
Day
scared.
3.
I'm scared. Ah!
All right.
Third day.
Third day. You guys wake up.
5 dragons.
Pretty warm. Yep, 5 dragons appear right in front of you. No. Where was I? Right. So yeah, it's a pretty good day for autumn. You know, it's pretty nice. You guys are traveling down the road, and you see off in the distance what looks like to be some commotion on the mountains, way far away.
When you say commotions on the mountain, are you saying like we see smoke on the mountain, or is it something so large that like we can see fighting on a mountain or something crazy like that?
You basically see a bunch of you basically see an avalanche.
How far away is this mountain?
Probably like a good at least 3 days journey.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's a big avalanche.
Or a really big mountain.
That
Both.
too. Or both. Um,
I mean, I can see the mountains from here, and I bet it'd take me at least a couple days to walk there.
that's true.
It's true. Yeah, walking is different.
So, is the mountains directly in the way to Base Mount, or is it, or will we have to be getting close to them?
It would be off, like it'd be off the trail, going away from base time a little bit.
So, dragon flew by this way. A couple days later, now we're seeing a massive avalanche on the side of the mountain. Do we want to assume that those things are connected, or do we want to just keep on going as if nothing has happened?
Keep going.
Not worth it. We're all tired.
Some Something I'm concerned about with the fact that the dragon has that book.
Yeah.
To be honest, if the dragon has that much power to turn a squirrel into a dragon, I don't think we have to worry about it having features around it. It can likely already do that.
But it said it had never seen that spell before.
That's probably why I wanted it then, right?
It also could have been lying. Dragons aren't known for their honesty.
I thought the
That is true.
non-metallic ones are the bad ones, right?
No, all dragons are bad.
No, generally metallic dragons are good dragons and chromatic dragons are more evil, but
And we
there's
ran
always
into-
exceptions.
That's a white is chromatic, right?
Chromatic. That is the bad.
So
According
I-
to dragon lore.
I
That's-
disagree
is that
entirely.
true? Is okay.
I am torn because, you see, I feel like going that way is the right thing to do, but also I feel like going the other way is the we won't die thing to do.
Honestly, I feel like if the dragon is anywhere, it's almost certainly at the tower close to the base mountain, so our current course would be both of those paths that you were saying.
That's concerning. That's concerning that they would be okay with such if it is residing in that wizard's tower, if our theory is holding true. It's concerning that the populace of Base Mount would allow such a thing.
Do they know?
It is possible they don't know.
Yeah, we should probably keep going towards basement. That's probably just a freak accident.
Has anything been just a freak accident with us nearby? Even 3 days journey?
Yes, quite a few have been freak accidents.
I'm gonna keep watching that area just in case. I would rather not be caught flat-footed once again. So do I need to make like a perception check or something for the day, or
Make a perception check.
cool? Why do I always want to do perception checks? I'm awful at them.
Because you're curious.
And I got a 3.
Awesome. As you guys
A
travel,
+1.
you don't really notice anything happening on the mountain. Just the avalanche earlier that day, and everything else seems to be calming down. Excuse me. Everything seems to calm down in that general area.
I glare at the mountain.
That made me think of that Simpsons picture: old man screams at cloud.
Young snake screams at mountain.
Young snake man fires at mountain.
Before we settle in for the night, Mihi, I'm waiting for I'll wait for everybody to kind of go down, and he'll go sit by Mihi as she opens up Grim. I don't not like you, and I'm kind of concerned that you thought I didn't like you.
just think that sometimes you can be a little rough, is the word.
That's fair.
And I believe that you mean well, but it feels like sometimes I frustrate you.
That's also very fair.
And I do not mean to. I just don't.
But Ephrael frustrates me, and I'd rather. Oh God, I have to put. Is she asleep?
No, she's awake. And she's, by she I mean me, is really considering something right now, but I don't want to ruin a moment if you're having one.
And if anything happens to her, I would be very sad. I'll say that like in her direction. In fact, if anything, I'd rather all of you are my friends. If anything happened to any of you, I'd be very sad.
Can I roll perception to see if I can say that?
I'm not trying to hide it.
Well, more like to see if I'm paying attention. She's not paying attention.
Womp womp.
She hears like a louder voice for a second. She's like, eh. But like, you know how audio goes in one ear and out the other? Yeah, it doesn't register. Just like voice.
And I'm sorry if I have. I'm sorry for the things that I've said that have hurt your feelings, and I'm sorry for the things I said that I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I didn't listen to do that.
Apology accepted, and I am sorry for frustrating you. I think sometimes our ideas of what's right and what's wrong tend to clash.
No. Is this a moment where I can say why you frustrate me, or are you going to get mad if I say that?
No. No, of course not.
How do I put this? The world isn't one of the stories in your life. And treating it as such is, while it is commendable, it worries me for you. And I don't want anything to happen to you, so I try and do, and I shouldn't do that.
I understand your concern. Believe me, I know the world is a harsh place. I didn't used to think that way, and then people decided to teach me a permanent lesson about that. So I know what you are talking about. I feel like if I have a choice, shouldn't I try to make it as close to the stories as I can? Shouldn't I try to be a little better?
I don't know if your stories are any better.
The heroes are.
I guess that's good.
That's all that I really want. But I am sorry. I know that I am naive. There's a lot that I don't know.
I'm excited to see the person you become. I'm glad you broke me the story for however long I am talking. Good night, story. I will jab my elbow in her ribs
Ugh.
playfully, and
Ow! 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 Dragon! Ow! Ow!
you'll be fine.
Not funny. Ow!
Alephius turns the corner. Dragon! He starts casting wildly into the night.
So like, so Caffriel is still like rambling to Oliphius. She's pointing each one of the teeth marks, and she's like, "And this one is Wallace, and this one is Winston, and this one is Dave, and this one is Amara, this one is Nicholas, right, Nicholas, and this one."
Caffrey, can I ask you something? Actually, no, not ask. That is a bad word. Can I tell you something?
Oh no.
And this one is Okay, sure.
The information that I have told you about my life is not something that you can tell other people.
Okay. I didn't know that. Sorry.
Thank you.
I won't do it again. For the record, you should probably tell me that when you tell me things.
I didn't think I would need to, but I will take that in consideration.
Well, it's more for like secrets. If something's a secret, you should tell me it's a secret. For sure. And I won't tell anyone. But otherwise, if I don't know it's a secret, I might tell somebody because, it might come up. But I might not because it might not come up. But if it's a secret and I know it's a secret, I won't tell anybody.
I saw this going rather differently.
Well, now that I know it's a secret, I'll keep it a secret. I mean, it's okay that other people in this group know, right?
Yes, they already know.
Well, can I talk about it with them? Or should
Sure.
I only talk about it with you?
No. We talk about Cal behind his back, so it's only fair.
That's true.
I imagine I imagine we're saying that loud enough for Cal to hear.
Like intentionally as he walks past.
Yes.
I'm very sorry. That's my bad. I should have asked if it was a secret. I should have assumed it was a secret. But some people are more open than others. I really don't know what it's like in Yuan-Ti society.
Information is very privileged, and
Oh. Should I just
trust.
assume that something is a secret unless you say it's not a secret then?
That would probably be better, especially if we cross the ocean.
Okay.
How is it at Kanog?
Well, you see, in the castle, everything is well, in court especially, because there's a lot of politicians around. Everyone is telling half truths, and everyone is telling everything, even if it is a secret, because everyone wants to get what they want. And that's just how politicians are. And so the reason why
I know.
I like to keep secrets, specifically if you tell me it's a secret, is because fuck politics. I don't
So,
want to be like them. I don't want to play their games. That's bullshit. Sometimes they just flat out lie.
yes,
So I like to be
sometimes
a
they do.
person of my word. And I like to just fuck the system by being a more honest person, I guess.
Good, so it's very good to know that it's very similar to what it is like back home.
Yeah. I mean, good to know that politics don't change wherever you go.
How many times did things end up as corpses?
Not really a lot, I guess. My brother was very into the political game. So, I mean, his abduction, well, or was it disappearance? Or was it, running away? We really don't know what happened to him. He just, vanished one day. And there's so many rumors about what happened to him because court.
Hmm.
And he designed it that way. I'm pretty sure he's alive, but he's really the biggest thing that happened. It's more like minor bullshit, like who's gonna levy this tax on this portion of the thing, and who's gonna do this over here and marry what person, and
That explains so much.
Oh, so marriages are important in this nation.
Yeah, so fun thing. My mom is from, well, was from, it was from the Damon Broom family, and they have their own little thing of land, so that marriage strengthened that alliance. So that means that I have cousins that are like also nobility and also have a castle and also have territory. It's like we're like this big, like semi-royal family.
Oh, so the royalty comes through how much land you have here.
Well, I guess royal is the wrong word. Noble. We're like this big giant noble family, but we have a ton of influence because we have 2 territories
Okay. Good to know.
through marriage.
If we ever
And
decide we want to get some political power, I recommend we take Wheatonham. I don't think they could fight back. And he gives a wide smile.
true,
It's
that's not
it's
a
a
lot of
joke.
land.
It's a joke.
She jokes back that it's not very much land, and it's not in a very strategic location, rubbing her chin.
It's true. But it'd be very easy and a wonderful launching off point.
That is true. It would be a good launching off point. It's better than nothing.
I have a feeling like this conversation goes on for a while of like
Yeah.
perpetually
also, like,
more evil and
I feel like it's half joking. Like it's like,
Yeah.
of course we'd never do that.
But if we did,
Yeah.
and it replaces her naming all of her little bite
Cal is
But if
laying
we did, this is
Jack
exactly how we
mortified.
do it.
Yeah. I would like O.J. Simpson's like, I didn't kill her, but if I did.
Now we're definitely
Who's-
gonna be
Who's
kicked
got
off
the
of
next
Twitch.
Who's got the next day's roll?
I'll
Hold
do
on,
it.
before we go on.
Oh,
Hold on, before we go on.
by the way, I'm casting alarm before we go to bed.
Okay, it's good to know.
I'm
Um,
always doing that.
So me, as the night goes on,
Yes.
and you're reading Grimm.
Oh God.
Me,
Yes.
I have remembered more of the story.
Ooh.
I
Go
have
on.
thought long and hard on it.
I didn't know you could cough.
Shut up, you.
My book cough.
Bat book.
Hold on, I gotta drink a little bit of water.
I love Bat book.
Ah, there we go. All right. Deep down in the dark reaches of the Feywild, there once was a Fey of golden skin and platinum hair. They would glow like that of the sun. Flowers would bloom wherever they stepped, growing as if to try and touch them, envying the beauty that they had in the darkness that was where they lived. And that is all I remember now.
Hmm.
I am sorry I could not remember more.
Do you think if you kept trying, you'd remember more eventually? Or do you have any clue as to the significance of this story?
I am more confident in the ability to try and remember than I did before when I didn't know. Also, I have no clue what significance of this story is and why I'm remembering it now.
Interesting. Well, I appreciate you sharing it with me, as usual. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
I am worried.
About?
Things are changing around us, Mihi. Things are getting more dangerous, terrifying.
Like subconscious and her scar, or her new dragon scar. Yes. But we have friends. We actually have real friends now.
That is true. But I still worry for your health.
Well, that's why I have you. You'll keep me safe.
I'll do my best. Love you, Mihi.
Love you too.
Aw.
I scratch his back.
Ew. I didn't know you could turn a book on.
I think it's
Shut up, you.
Alex's turn to roll.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. The next day.
7.
7.
All right. As you guys wake up the next morning, you guys see a dense fog around you. You can still see the road ahead, but it is definitely a pretty decent fog. You really can't see more than maybe 30 feet ahead of you. Then off in the distance, you see a light. It's faint at first, but as you continue to travel down the road, it becomes faintly brighter and brighter slowly until eventually you make out what looks like to be an outline of another wagon.
I
Coming towards us or going away? Like we
Coming
caught up to
toward you.
coming towards us?
They seem to be on the other side of the road that you are.
Does someone else want to do a perception check? I'm kind of god awful at that.
I will.
Yeah. I'm very bad at them.
19 total.
13 for me.
All right. Yeah, it looks like to be a wagon. As it gets closer and closer, the both of you faintly make out a horse and an older man, possibly in his, mid to late 40s, kind of like hunkered over as the wagon keeps going, and you see a little candle kind of sticking out from the front, like above him, as if it's like trying to light a little further, but it's ambient entirely.
Hmm.
On the side of the cart, you see a small sign that says Gringles decently made stuff.
Hey, at least he's being honest.
I appreciate an honest man.
What ho,
As-
Gringles.
As your guys' cart goes past and he goes past, he looks over you, kind of like a nod, and keeps going.
Does Grandpa heckle him as a competitor?
I don't think so. He'd probably hail, to say hi.
Hail, fine traveler of recently made wares. Yeet yeet.
Damn it, I'm gonna try doing an investigation to see what I can kind of deduce what this person sells.
All right.
Whee! Oh my god! A 19.
I'm kind of looking around and seeing everything, seeing a sign. You could see maybe some supplies sticking out from it, like the back of the cart and like underneath the little tarp as well. It seems to be just kind of like maybe like metal, like forks couple field tools. Nothing super fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, no
Urge to
reason.
cast detect magic just to be sure. Rising.
Do it, man.
Cafarella, could
Yeah.
you roll me a perception check, please?
Ooh. Yes, I can. 18.
As you're kind of looking at this cart, and it's kind of like, yeah, okay. You look forward. In the corner of your eye, you see something, and you turn, and there's nothing there. Then in the corner of your other eye, you see something, you turn, it's not there. Only Caffreyel notices this.
This is spooky. Some spooky, scary skeleton shit.
Do I smell anything?
No.
Guys?
Yeah.
Yes?
I could have sworn I saw something.
What kind of something?
Just something.
How close was it?
I don't know.
Divine sense.
You don't sense anything either.
Are we parallel with the cart or have we been past?
Can I turn to look at the cart that
Sure.
we
You
passed?
turn to look at the cart. The cart seems to be going off. You barely now at this point only see the outline of it.
It's too late. It's too far.
Oliphius lifts a finger as he starts aiming it towards the cart. It's not too far, not yet.
Really? I'm not trying to shoot it.
Oliphius.
Cafarella, you notice the thing again on the corner of your eye, and you turn.
Is something
Away.
following us?
It's away from the cart?
Yeah, as like from the eye opposite from where you were looking at the cart,
Okay.
and you turn, it's gone.
Guys,
You can't
There's
make
some-
out what it is.
there's something here.
Ah, wonderful. Melody, do you by chance know of anything that could be going on in these? Are we in like woods or?
No, it's plains rolling hill.
I'd like to look around and see if I can see anything.
Okay.
Oh! I know what I'm gonna
10.
do. I'm gonna put Grumbles on top of Caffriel's head, pointing at a different direction, like to the diagonally from where she's looking,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to go into his senses.
Okay. You go into his senses, and you're on top of Cafarella's head, and you can see two different directions.
I look so in just a way I can see both of where her peripherals would be.
Of course. Oliphius, can you make me a perception check using
God.
Grumble's skills?
Okay. What is are we going off of just the lizard stat line?
I think so.
Okay. Oh boy.
What is it?
It's a -1.
Oh,
Cool. All right. That's a 3.
yeah. He doesn't. You can't really see much. The fog is too thick.
Thick.
I say to everyone, I can't see anything. Darn, I
You
thought that was a
notice
good
another-
idea.
You notice another thing in the corner of your eye, and as you turn, you see that wispy shadow that you saw in your dreams standing right in front of you. Nobody else
say
sees this.
Does she say any? Do you say anything?
It stares you in the eye.
She's frozen.
I cast protection from evil and good on Caffrey.
You don't know I see it.
She's frozen stiff. I'll cast it on myself then. But she said she saw something and then she got frozen stiff, right? Like that's
She's doing like
I assume basically
her
how
eyes
just like
are
she like went
fixed forward.
backwards.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like,
He would cast protection from evil and good. Um,
What exactly does that spell do?
target. So
It protects you from good.
against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiend, and undead. Disadvantage on attack rolls against Caphrael. She can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If she already is, she has advantage on the saving throw against the relevant effect. I actually was gonna cast this spell during a nightmare, but this works too.
So, so Cal, you reach over, and cast this spell over. Actually, it doesn't have. Is it touch or is it just?
I believe so. Holy water, powder, silver, and iron wind spells. So, holy symbol,
Well,
light
it should
spell.
be. It should be on range.
Touch. Yep.
Yeah. So you quickly reach over and touch Caphrael. And Caphrael, you see as all of a sudden it starts to dissipate, as if like it's the smoke is being blown away, and the last and you hear in your head, you hear, "Found you."
oh shit. She's gonna yell, wait, why are you here? And gone.
Is everything all right?
Didn't you see that?
Didn't see anything. Did you guys see anything?
I did not, neither did Grumbles, as I plopped Grumbles off of her head.
Could it
It
have
was standing
been?
right in front of me. How could you not see it?
Could it have been a dream?
I'm awake. Aren't you awake?
Pinches Caphrael.
Ow!
I mean, apparently. Unless you can feel pain in your dreams.
I,
Did
Could it have been your patron contacting you? What did it look like?
I mean, it looked like a shadow. And Adam, what did it look like again?
So
Like
what it looks like is there are two glowing like white orbs where like its eyes would be. It looks like to be made of shadow, as the shadow kind of rises off it like smoke off of a fire.
okay. And it's like a humanoid shape?
It looks humanoid, with smoke kind of coming up, like coming off of its head, like wavy. It looks like it has long, gangly arms and legs and sharp claws.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. So she describes the Shadow Man to them.
Can I try to
Um,
do knowledge on something like this?
religion check. Would that fit for me personally?
Sure, yeah, you can make a religion check. And what did you say you wanted to make, Alex?
Knowledge Arcana. Or knowledge nature.
I'm
Only
gonna
10.
I'm gonna do religion.
I'll do
Oh, you
Arcana.
may certainly try.
That is a... God damn, I'm so glad we are not in any fights.
19 for knowledge religion.
I'm very glad we haven't gotten into any fights with these rolls.
So yeah. So Oliphius, you have no fucking clue at all.
Must be a mammalian thing.
Must have been the wind. Um. So Cal, you don't. You have no idea. I mean, you didn't really learn a lot about.
I did learn a
bunch
lot
of
about
religions.
anything.
Yeah,
Spooky stuff is my
you-
specialty.
You are about like raising horses, but obviously, but regarding this check,
Yeah.
you learned about
Vivian.
Vivian, but
Yeah.
other than that, not much about other religions. You know they exist, but you don't really learn too much about them.
They
a
exist,
good
Cal.
Christian farm boy.
Good, they exist, Cal, but remember, they're all lies.
Mihi, you have, I mean, you've heard stories about shadow beings. Um, it's possible some are worshipped or people make pacts with them, but you don't know of any specific kind of shadow being that she is referring to.
It could be a great number of different creatures. It could be a servant of a different creature. It's hard to tell.
Well,
It is certainly not unheard of, though.
that spell affects certain types of creatures. Fae, fiend, undead, and celestial. So it's got to be one of those things, then, right?
Well,
If
I thought out of character. What are aberrations?
Did I say
Oh, yeah.
apparition?
No, you
Yeah,
didn't.
you did.
Oh, I might have.
Aberrations are like beings from another dimension.
They're like
Okay.
Yeah,
aliens.
they're distorted beings that are like
With-
made.
With that roll, could he reasonably guess one of the categories that it probably falls into?
It doesn't sound like any of those.
It doesn't sound like any of those. But
So-
maybe was it a ghost and therefore undead? I don't know.
So I will be casting
Have you
alarm
seen
twice
this
then.
thing any other times before?
I did. The night you woke me up from a dream and told me what I was saying in my sleep. The voice that wasn't mine. I saw it that night.
Then I would guess it would be related to your patron. You may want to think very seriously about trying to break your pact.
I don't think I can.
You'll never know until you try. It's just clear that it doesn't see you as a partner, it sees you as a servant.
I thought that's how this went.
Not always. She'll look down at Grim and smile.
Do I get the sense that it left because of the spell that I cast, or did it? What type of? Adam,
I'm sorry, say that again.
does Cal get the sense that it left because of him casting the spell? Or
Roll me an insight check.
insight check. I would like to point out I did not try and press the insight button before somebody smacks that. That's a 21.
Nice.
Fuck.
I will send you something.
Ooh.
As this conversation is going on, Oliphius is gonna reach into his component pouch, pull out a tiny bell, wrap some silver string around it, and start casting alarm.
We're not stopping for the night.
I'm casting it on the frickin' chortling turtle. No one ever said that the alarm had to stay stationary. If this thing
he's
is
got a
able,
point.
if this thing is able to go invisible and be seen by only Caphriel, I would very much like to be detected next time it approaches.
I don't know why you guys can't see it.
Well, next time it comes by, we'll know. And he starts ringing the bell, and every time he rings the bell, he pulls off a glowing piece of string from the cord wrapped around it, essentially pulling the sound that the bell would make into arcane thread. And he is stretching it around the entirety of the chortling turtle, because fuck this noise.
I don't think that's gonna do anything.
Well, we won't know until we try.
At the very least, it will make him feel better.
Things I can't see are things I can't shoot at.
Oliphius, the first gunslinger.
All right, that was day 4, yeah.
Yep. I got day 5.
Okay.
Come on. 3.
Alright.
Is that? I don't know if these numbers are good or not.
Which number is the hit the backstory button numbers?
The only back.
It's a- So, day 5. No longer foggy. Seems pretty good. It's about 43 degrees Fahrenheit. So, a little chilly, especially since it's autumn. But the sun's out. You can feel it. Not too bad. The day goes by without a hitch.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
How humid is this place?
It's temperate.
Okay.
About.
Okay.
Not,
I was
not
wondering,
too.
like, are we getting so far inland where where humidity isn't really a thing, or?
Well, right now you guys are heading closer to the coast at this
Oh,
point.
okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, base mount support.
That's right.
I'd have to check the map. I might be.
It's a coast
Anyways.
town.
Base
Okay,
mount's on the
cool.
water.
Cool.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the vacation arc.
Yeah.
So much for that. It's the worst vacation. We're fighting
Alright.
dragons and
Who's got day 6?
I can roll for day number 6.
Yeah, see if we
spooky
got a pattern
ghost
going.
things.
10.
I don't know if that's good or not.
Not a 12!
One of
Spooky,
these
scary.
has to be the Ravine dream, and I don't know which one it is. I'm kind of sad.
So,
We're fighting some gargoyles. I don't know what that sound is supposed to mean.
it's a clear. It was me clearing my throat. You fuck.
It's
So it's a pretty clear day. It's about 57 degrees, so it's warmed up a little bit.
At one point, if Cal and Calf are like driving the cart,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that spell I cast a couple days ago did anything.
Then why did it go away?
Because it wanted to.
Just a bit. Didn't he tell you what my arms say?
I didn't realize they said things.
Well, neither did I until he told me that she could read them and that they do indeed say things.
I'm assuming by the way your tone is they don't mean anything good.
Well, not particularly, no. I mean, I guess it depends on how much of a loony you are.
I have a thought.
What's that?
If I find what I'm searching for, if it can make this stop, do you want me to undo it?
I don't know.
I think I could.
I mean, I don't doubt you. But. And this is probably a reflection of how much of a loony I am, but.
At least you're a loony with cool scars and tattoos.
Well, actually, side note, they're all scars. She
Oh yeah, I
carved her own
forgot
arm
that
out.
you carved. Yeah, forget you carved them.
Yeah. Well, this is probably a reflection of how much of a loony I am, but I don't know who I would be without this now. Because I can't go back to who I was before. And without this power, I couldn't do what I do now. So who would I be? what choice would I have? To be like those villagers in Wheatonham and just wait for the day I get attacked by a dragon?
You mean
No,
you weren't
thank you.
always a badass scythe-wielding warrior princess?
No, I was a noble's daughter, and I was waiting for my father to marry me off for some eventual political thing, and I was scaring off all my suitors, and I was so unhappy. I don't want to go back to that, like, ever. I like being a badass scythe wielding princess. It's much better than what I had before, and I really don't know if the costs outweigh the benefits. She says, like, rubbing her arm, like, knowing what it says, but kind of grappling with the weight of it.
Hmm.
Is that weird?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I can't go back. But moving forward seems just as scary.
Made a promise I'd keep you safe, and I'm just grappling with if that's going to keep you safe or not.
I mean, I know I can keep me safe from external forces. I'm worried that I won't be able to keep me safe from myself and my own decisions.
Well, as long as you just don't go around flashing your scar, I think you're on a good start.
That was a great decision, and that nun doesn't know what she's talking. Have you met Winston?
Calzarel, Winston, it's a pleasure to meet you.
And Wallace? And Catherine?
I have to do this for every single one of them.
Where are you guys when this happens?
At
We're
the
at the
front
front
of
of
the
the
cart. She's just
So
gonna
we
keep
just-
going through.
That we've decided that we can't hear if you're sitting in the back of the cart.
If the flap is closed is my thing. Like, if the
Okay.
flap is closed, then it's like, well, you gotta really shout. If it's just like a low conversation, then
I was trying to.
yeah.
Day 7?
All right.
Or anybody else have anything else? I was asking you. Or
I'm good. She's taking you through all the names. of-
Yeah.
It's hard
Alright.
for her to see the ones on the back, but like,
I
So who's
think
gonna
there's a
roll
little-
for day 7?
It's
think
my
it's-
think
turn.
it's-
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Natural 1. Natural 1.
God
Nope.
damn it, no!
no.
So dragon.
That was the
12
worst
is the
one.
bad one! This is why I didn't want to roll.
So dragon.
Fun. Alright.
We're accosted by Tiamat.
So, 7th day.
Oh, what a wonderful day this is gonna be, guys. We're gonna get to base mount for sure.
Around midday, suddenly a torrential rain comes plummeting down.
I'm sorry.
Oh
You
no,
can
a water
hear-
dragon?
You can hear you can hear the rain hitting the top of the canvas wagon continuously. As suddenly you start hearing
That though.
Is that lightning and thunder? Or stomping
Yeah.
of feet?
you see as lightning flashes.
Okay.
We have the worst luck when it comes to weather.
I don't know, I enjoy this weather.
Definitely was.
Could be snow.
I'm gonna roll a D100 real quick.
I enjoy the rain a lot. Not when it's like this and not when I'm
We're
outside.
gonna kill old Dahlia while Will's not here.
No! No!
Don't let the cart get struck by lightning.
Alright.
Oh no, the cart won't be struck by lightning. Only old Dahlia will be struck by lightning.
Everybody
Only-
make a dexterity saving throw.
So as the cart is going, you can kind of see ahead of you, but not by much. When all of a sudden, you guys feel the hairs on your body start standing on end. When all of a sudden, a bolt of lightning strikes right next to the cart, not quite hitting it, but the sound is deafening.
Ma,
Do we?
ma,
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 Calzarel,
ma,
Yes.
ma.
as the lightning strikes by you and the flash of light blinds you momentarily, for but that instant of blindness, instead of going blind, you see your childhood friend
What?
in a forest. And then the vision's gone.
We found the Vivine button.
It was too fast for you to see any anything on her exactly, but you know it's her.
Do I catch
You
anything
don't-
in the forest?
Nope. It was too quick.
Is everyone all right? That lightning bolt was really close.
Ma,
ma,
ma, we
ma,
should find shelter.
ma, ma,
Ma,
ma.
I jumped off the cart and I'm running into the
Cal?
Why does he always do that?
She's gonna jump and run after him.
Why does she always do that?
just stay with the cart and I'll follow.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Melody, you're the only one who has any sanity.
You look back and she's gone.
I cannot run outside there. It might hurt my injury.
Oh, good.
Um,
So it's only your injury keeping you here. Wonderful.
You can't. Well, also, it is lightning, and I do not wish to be struck by it. So yeah, you said you cast detect magic,
I
right?
cast detect magic, yeah.
You know what? This is not good music for this. I'm gonna do.
Will-o-wisps
Oh no,
are a
but I see
thing.
you're in a Avalon's a forest. Ah!
Let's
Oh no,
do-
is Avalon like the afterlife for Cal?
I'm gonna find out.
That's not a no.
I don't know, cause like
We could find out
it
right now.
Yeah, the gods decide on what plane you go to in the afterlife. So it stands to reason that Vivine could choose to bring you into her plane, because I think in the lore it's technically we decided between like us and Elysium, right, Adam?
I think so.
Okay.
Cal, as you rush out, you detect magic, and you don't sense any kind of magic at all. You don't see it, you don't sense it. There's nothing. There's no magic around you at all. And then you feel the hairs on your body start to stand again.
Oh no.
Lightning strikes right next to you, like inches away,
Yep.
but you aren't affected. You aren't affected by any lightning coursing through the ground. As you are deafened and blinded yet again, you see your friend once more in a forest. She looks to be running. It's gone.
I shout Miara out and
Have I caught up to him?
I would say about this point you would have, yeah.
Both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Cal, what's wrong?
It's not safe out here.
You're gonna get hit by lightning.
You're wearing metal armor.
Cal,
Cal.
yeah, I don't know. He's
You-
just standing there
you
staring at the
feel-
ground.
a sense come over you. The sense is telling you to pull your sword out and point it to the sky.
God. Give me
Yes.
some space.
What?
5 steps back, please, and don't stop me.
Cal, what are you doing?
Just
Don't-
please trust me.
I. This is a
Caffriel, like, puts her arm out and very reluctantly, like, keeps Mihi back and takes the 5 steps back. And, like, her lip quivers as she's watching this.
We're all drenched.
I turn back, flash him a smile, like Patrick and Cal's are out, smile TM,
Tear rolls down because she knows what that means.
and pull the sword out and hold it up to the sky.
Oh, you dumbass.
Don't do this.
Trust him.
You point your sword at the sky, and then all of a sudden that feeling comes on once more.
This
The
is
hair on your body starts to stand.
Remember, Cal is always right.
Right.
Oh God!
Cal is always
Really?
right. Cal
Really?
is always right.
As suddenly, all, like, the lightning connects right onto the edge of your sword, courses through and goes into your body. You take a grand total of 56
Do we get any
lightning
sort of
damage.
save? No save?
Nope.
Oh, well, I'm
No save.
unconscious.
So as the lightning strikes into your body, and as the deafened, blindness, and unconsciousness hit you all at the same time, you see as Miara running through the forest. You don't know which forest. It's not the forest close to your home, but you see she's running and running and running, and then she trips.
Okay. Can I move at all? Or am I like...
You can't. You are just. You can only see
Okay.
as she trips. She looks up, and your vision goes to behind her, and you see a group of people chasing after her with what looks like to be torches and pitchforks.
Oh no.
And as they get closer and closer, you watch as Vivian steps in front between the crowd and her and lifts up her hand, and you hear her say, "Stop." And the vision ends.
Spare the dying. I wanna run up and spare the dying.
It's a good thing you have
I
that spell.
I want to run
Please
up
let me
and
move.
spare the dying.
Dreaming.
I'm used for the first time ever.
That's not true. You've used it on me before. I
Spare the
just wanna
dying.
just let me make my death saving throw before it happens, please. How do I do so?
Yeah,
The
roll a
D10.
D20.
It's a 19.
I mean,
Success.
that's one.
But I said just one. So then,
Yeah.
Got so close to
So me
getting
too.
1 hit point.
That would have been.
You-
You know how badass that would have been. Oh.
So Mihi, you rush up, and you see Cal is still breathing, but you can just getting close to him. You can feel like the electrical energy kind of like coming off of his body.
Even though it could be like potentially painful or harmful to her, she's still gonna walk up and slap him with spare the dying. Not like slap,
you
but
really
you know.
So you walk up, Neil, and
She's
you
not
place
actually slapping, yeah.
you place both your arms on the Cal, and you take
She'll be fine.
10 points of lightning damage as a connection goes between him and your body goes into you. But the spell goes off, and his breathing kind of relaxes.
Caffriel also runs up to him.
He's okay for now. We should get him back to Grandpa.
She's gonna hoist him over her shoulder and bring him back, carrying him. Do you want me to roll strength or?
You have a strength of 20. I think you'll be fine.
Yay.
Damn.
Yeah, she's
Strong.
fucking.
I'm imagining.
When she gets to the cart, she's like, "Move!"
I mean, I'm sitting in the front.
There's a
It's
bag.
more for like Melody, because she knows that Melody was laying down.
Yes, of course. And she gets up using her like good arm to kind of push herself away real quick so you can plop him down.
Capriel plops and sits next to him.
The three of you are absolutely soaked, by the way. The rain is coming down hard.
She's going to take off his plate armor so that he can start to dry off under the tarp.
I got this. Prestidigitation.
That does that?
It
Yeah.
warms,
Oh.
cools, soils, cleans.
Oh, I thought you meant take off his armor.
Oh,
No.
no. I'm saying, like, dry him off.
Okay.
Prestidigitation does everything. It's the best
She's
spell.
gonna
Do you
gonna
take just
cradle.
the armor off, or do you take his gloves off too?
She's probably gonna take off his gloves too. Like
Okay.
part of it.
Alright, so as you start taking off his armor, you see, as you know how like when people get struck by lightning and survive, like they have basically like a lightning scar down their body.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are we all getting scarred?
I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah, that's basically what he
Scars
has. Like,
are
down,
cool.
like down his chest, into like his torso before it disappears.
Okay.
You also, as you take off his gloves, you see the burns.
Burns are just up on the.
Oh, I thought they were on his hands too.
No, that was when I first did them, but I decided like before session it was like half just on the shoulder. From trying
Oh,
to push
okay,
it,
then-
from trying to push. Yeah, like get under
Never
it. and
mind,
lift it up.
man.
No, sorry.
Okay.
It's okay. But yeah.
She's gonna cradle his head in her lap and wait for him to wake up.
I think I'm the only one who doesn't have scars in this group.
Your scars you just can't see.
This is true.
And like she's leaning forward, like hood covering face, and very quietly, like whispering to herself. And his face keeps getting wet, no matter how much Olivia's cast prestidigitation.
It's a good day for rain.
It's a good day for rain.
I cast
Me-
prestidigitation on you.
She's softly singing a song, and it's a real sad one.
Miki's gonna be like with him, like kneeling down next to him. Like she'll hold his hand and wait for him to wake up.
Can I cast
I've-
prestidigitation to make you happy?
Aw.
The one thing prestidigitation doesn't do.
No.
knowing Will, as we all do, I would imagine that Will would probably want to cast Cure Wounds on him, at
Yep.
least at first level.
Yeah.
I'll
Mhm.
take it back. I'll
Alright.
take the cure wounds.
The thing is, I don't know how much Cure Wounds he is.
Your wound is a D8.
Plus his
D8.
wisdom modifier.
7.
That's pretty good.
So,
Plus, I
Wisdom
believe
modifier
just
is
a
4?
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
his
13.
wisdom modifier
11.
is 3.
Oh,
just-
really?
Oh,
So yeah.
10.
so 10.
So Cal, you heal back up to 10. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the land of the living. Sorry, it's just as bad as it sounds.
What would you do that for?
She's alive.
And that is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Ah,
Damn.
I was banking on Ethan saying those words exactly.
Yeah.
I was like,
Will we make it to base mount?
At the end of the night, we
I'll-
like by sundown.
say
we have
I'll
one more day. That was day
say-
7. We have one more day.
That was day 7. Yeah, so next session you'll roll and then you'll get to this.
We're
So-
never gonna make it there.
Thank you everybody for watching this episode. I hope everyone had a good time, especially with some really interesting character moments around the end. So, since our schedule I mean, we're still doing it every other week, but our schedule's changed since last week. So our next session will be on April 20th.
I'll have my tattoo then.
Hey, that's my birthday.
Hey.
It will be. It will be
Hey.
Pauline's birthday that day. So
Well,
Also, be
Yes.
blazing
we
it.
will also update you on when the next episode of Culture Build will be, because my schedule's changed a little bit, so it's going to complicate that about doing it on Fridays. So we'll talk. The group will discuss, and then we'll post on our Twitter and our Discord when the next episode will be. So make sure you follow or attach yourself. I don't know what the specific phrase is for Discord. To
Join.
one of those two things.
Join.
Join the
Join,
server.
thank you. That is, yes, that is the exact thing that my brain didn't want me to say, I suppose. So if you join the Discord or follow the Twitter, you'll get information on when the next Culture Build will be. Next Culture Build, I've already decided, is going to be on the Cimmerians, the monkey race that I have created. So, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, have a good one.